Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. I hope all is well out there, wherever you are. I want you to hit that like button on your way in the door. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, consider subscribing. But only if you like the truth and you like to learn and you like to grow, because that's what it's all about. You're either growing or you're dying. There is no in between. When you're in between, you are regressing. You're supposed to be growing, just like the leaves and the branches on a tree growing up and out. Hit the like button, Hebrew. I'm your brother, Mr. Real Talk. This is your go-to YouTube channel for brotherhood, sisterhood, and an attempt at righteousness. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. Maybe you can hear it in my voice, a little congested, a little. Yesterday, my throat tried to act like it wanted to get sore. Maybe just a little soreness, but that was yesterday, it's gone. But I am kind of congested. So that's one of the reasons I won't be chiming in too much as I normally do sometimes. Y'all, excuse that helicopter. I won't be chiming in as much. And also, one of the reasons why I won't be chiming in as much, because this is going to be a kind of long live right here. Sometimes I tell y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all too long. I'm letting you know right now. Go get your favorite popcorn, your favorite beverage, your favorite drinkarooski, your snackarooskis. Pull up a chair, and we're going to watch this video together. This brother is a knowledgeable guy. He has a lot of knowledge, and knowledge is busting out of the seams these days. This live is so long, maybe we'll watch the whole thing, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just watch. It's going to be lengthy either way, but we'll watch until we all get the point. Now, of course, this is a very controversial subject, controversial title, but the truth about this needs to be known. The truth about all things needs to be known. If you in this thing for the truth, then there's no need to get upset, no need to run away from anything if you're in it for the truth. And can you handle the truth? If you can, you are amongst brothers and sisters just like yourself. We are hungering for, thirsting for truth. And we're not going to stop until we get the truth of all things, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Also, told you I just got power back on yesterday. Having a lot of technical difficulty, okay? At some point, someone is supposed to be coming past the crib to see me, but I don't know if they're going to make it today. That's supposed to be the plan, but I don't know. At any time, I could get a phone call in the middle of this live, and we might have to end the live, all right? But if we do that at another later date, we will come back and check it out. And also, in the live stream comment section, I'm going to leave a link to this brother's video that we're going to all watch together. So just in case I got to cut this thing, because I don't know, 30 minutes in, I could get a call and the person could say, yo, I'm here. And then we'll have to end this live. I don't know. Like I said, this live is going to be kind of long. So excuse any noises you might hear. The phone might start ringing off the hook. I don't know. Because like I said, got a lot going on right now. Might have to cut this live once we get 10, 15 minutes in. I don't know. My phone could ring at any second And that person can say, yo, I'm here. So keep that in mind. Also, I'm going to leave link in the live chat to this brother's video for anybody who wants to go and check him out, see if he knows what he's talking about. I'm telling you, this guy knows a lot what he's talking about. But don't believe me. That's why we going to come on here and watch it together. Once again, I won't be doing too much talking, trying to conserve my voice. As you may hear, I'm kind of congested, a little stuffy, and I just need to hydrate and shut my big black mouth. I almost started not to go live today, but I said, nah, I ain't gonna go live. I just need to really think of how we gonna do this. And I came up with it. Not on my own. We can do nothing on our own. It's all about the Most High God, and He's the one who gives us any kind of power that we got. I'm gonna play this little quick tune, a little songarooski, and then shortly, we're gonna be getting into this video we're gonna watch together, y'all. Hit the like button on your way in the door. After we play this song, we will read any comments we got, and then I'm gonna shut my big black mouth, and then we just gonna watch this long video. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. Chat amongst yourselves in the live. I'll probably even type something in there, but I ain't gonna be talking. Like this video as you enter the door. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. This is a very important video, very informative, also controversial, and we of course we gonna have people who don't like it, of course. But when you deal with hardcore reality, it's always like that. It always has been, and it always will be. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, Hebrew. It's real spill. Trying to convince you that your thoughts and your feelings and emotions are very real. Every day I wake up, it's getting more like either kill or be killed. I'm walking in smoke and keep it real. I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They done kill us in the street for so long. And I couldn't even be myself for so long. So don't walk in that smoke, guaranteed you gon' choke. Cause it's burning, man, this shit ain't no joke. We'll never lose hope cause we tapped in. Stuck in a web that the system got us trapped in. Ain't fuck no go, we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I've been feeling like this for so long. How could you be asleep? Stop in your face, you ain't gotta reach. All you gotta do is listen to me pipe down. I'm about to teach this in the air, like I'm about to preach. Man in the skin, like the man that had a dream about from a boy to a man into a king. Damn, and this feeling the bells about to ring. More EINs than LLCs for the family trees, and the picture a little more brighter for me. Since I planted some seeds, I'm thinking for three. I got some enemies, I'm on my god to evil, but they want my mojo like Boston. DNA unlocking, producing a product for profit. Just me and honest, they want me honest. I like the comments, she so astonished. Patiently waiting to come out garments. Even she stressed to get back to some money. For real. I'ma do it if nobody else gon' do it. See it if nobody else gon' see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They done kill us in the street for so long. And I couldn't even be myself for so long. So don't walk in that smoke, guaranteed you gon' choke. Cause it's raining, man, this shit ain't no joke. But we'll never lose hope cause we tapped in. Stuck in a web that the system got us trapped in. Ain't fuck no go, we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I been asleep for so long?
How the pain run deep for so long. I've been feeling like this for so long. I forget all the shit that they told me. Come to think about it, I don't even think I know me. All my people getting shot by the police. Could've been me, so I'ma let my soul speak. For the ones who came, for the ones we lost. These niggas cross their own people just to be a boss. I'm choosing love over evil, I never cross. And all my people shit get deeper when you're finding out. All of the secrets so because it's coming out. If I can change in the bang, we can have it all. Don't waste the time, all the time on the flash screen. Fuck Trump, fuck Biden, fuck a vaccine. Cause I'm going full speed, gotta kiss me. Rhyme till the wheels fall off, ain't gotta ask me. And I know the bitch can play you like controllers. Ain't no fear now, I can't be shaking like a soda. Tell myself that I'm tripping. Truth hit hard like a nigga getting a whipping. Nigga, I'm too solid, hell nah, I ain't dripping. MJ status now, nigga, I ain't pippin'. Breaking news line, yeah, straight from the gutter. Spin straight face, nigga, on my brother. Talking God talk on the man like gutter. Got the whole flow with the niggas at the gutter. Really, I'ma do it if nobody else gon' do it. See it if nobody else gon' see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I been in the street for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They done kept us in the street for so long. And I couldn't even be myself for so long. So the fucking been smoke, guaranteed we gon' choke. Cause it's raining, man, this shit ain't no joke. But we'll never lose hope, cause we tapped in, stuck in a wheel, till the system got us trapped in. Ain't fucked up, but we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I been in the street for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I've been feeling like this for so long.
Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. Family, as you enter the live stream, hit the like button. Not because you like me, because I know a lot of people don't like me and they don't like y'all too. So trust me, I understand. I've been black all my life. You think I don't know what it's like to not be liked? Niggas ain't liked me since I've been born. I'm used to it. It's part of being black. But to those of you who understand what it's like to be a real black person out there, okay, somebody who gets misused and abused, has your culture and your land appropriated by invaders, Gentiles, black and white, tethers of all sorts, wicked people, the nations, Psalms 83. And for those of you who don't know, the majority of Psalms 83 got skin just like me. And you let that sink in. We deal with reality over here and no, we don't care who don't like it. And not just about this topic, about any topic. And guess what, family? It ain't personal. Because we don't deal with personal shots over here. We deal with reality. We hate lies and we love truth. The more and the closer you get to the truth, the more people will be revealed to you just who they are. And it won't be hard for you to see neither. The closer you get to the truth, lies have no choice but to fall away. And they don't have anything to stand on. So you know what happens when people ain't got nothing to stand on? They go silent. They go silent. Why you think we got 5 niggas in here watching right now and only 2 people hit the like button? You want to know why? Because there's somebody out there who's triggered by this. You ain't just triggered by this video today. Although you are triggered by this video, you are triggered by this channel. And anybody who's not afraid to go deeper than the surface, many of our people, they get triggered by it. They get afraid, they get triggered. But once you start to ask questions and you never get no response back, you know what that means? That means that they've run out of answers. So all they can do is go silent and not hit the like button, but still feel compelled to watch. That's why you in here. This video we watching today is for everyone who needs to see this. Whether you like me or not, you definitely like this information that we be bringing out over here. That's why you watch in silence. You think I don't know you in here? You think I don't know you in here? Of course I do. I'm an Israelite. We ain't like everybody else. Of course I know you in here. Hit that like button, Hebrew. To all of the 12 tribes out there who scattered into all nations. Can you handle the truth, Hebrew? If I'm gonna tell you right now, if you can't handle the truth, you might want to click off of this video right now and just save yourself the heartache. Go ahead and save it. Okay? We're gonna read some of these comments, and then I told y'all I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna talk no more because this is a very long live. Also, I told you my phone could ring at any minute because I'm supposed to be having somebody slide through here to do something. I don't know when they're gonna show up. I don't even know if they're gonna show up because it's a lot going on. But until whatever goes on, I'm gonna shut my big black mouth. I'm not gonna talk. I'm done talking for the most part. But y'all know I love running my big black mouth when I get around y'all. So of course it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna try to shut the hell up and just we all gonna sit back and we gonna learn together. Okay? Let's do it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me read these comments, then I'm gonna shut my big black mouth because I need to rest my voice. J.R. Meadows in the building. J.R. Meadows says, bring it, Brody. 100. Hold on. He says, bring it, Brody. 100. Wheat versus Tez. You ain't never lied, J.R. Meadows. You ain't never lied, brother. Where we at? J.R. Meadows says, storm in Norman hit hard, definitely tornado activity. Oh, yeah, it wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke, bro. J.R. Meadows says, my Pacers balling. We seasoned for game 7. I see a 30-point blowout. Hey, I can't stand y'all. The Pacers is getting it in, J.R. Meadows. And I wasn't even able to see that game the other day because nigga ain't had no power. My power just came back on yesterday. Yesterday evening, my power just came back on. So, yeah. We got Capri 10 in the house. We're good, fam. Capri 10 says Shalom. Shalom to you, Capri 10. We got Son of Yah in his house. What's good, Son of Yah? Son of Yah says, wait until we realize they are Edomites that looks just like us. Among us, especially in America. Facts. Disguised as FBA, but they hate the Negro just like the white man. Facts, facts, and more facts, Son of Yah. Hey, Son of Yah, I appreciate you bringing that out, bro. And that's something niggas don't really want to understand that. I know why, and I get it. Listen, y'all, we've all been lied to. There's not a such thing as a man or a woman on this earth, y'all, who has not been lied to. If you alive, if you can breathe, see and feel, you have a body, you've been lied to. No matter who you are, man, woman, I don't care if you're an Israelite, a Edomite, a Girgashite, a Sabian, whatever you are, you have been lied to, okay? There's tons and tons and tons of deception. We all have been lied to. And I've said it before. Son of y'all saying it right now. And I know it's a few other niggas out there who know this. I'm glad Son of y'all put that the way he put it too. We got niggas here in America. They look like what you would call black Americans. FBA. Some niggas is super black. Believe it or not, I actually knew a nigga, his nickname was Super Black. Kid you not. There are some niggas out here so black, whether they're super dark skin, brown skin, caramel, whatever, and they look like black Americans, talk like black Americans, act like black Americans, but in their heart, they hate the hell out of you. And they don't just hate the hell out of black Americans, they hate the 12 tribes of Israel. See, this is one thing, y'all. I told y'all, black Americans, after I say this, then I'm gonna shut the hell up. But I just got so excited when I seen that comment that Son of Yah made, because I know most Israelites, y'all don't know that. And you won't even consider it. You won't even consider it. Side note, some of these niggas in these camps, IUIC, GMS, WFI, some of them niggas are Edomites. And I ain't talking about the fake Latinos they got. I'm talking about some of them niggas in them camps that look like me. You see, y'all see my face. Y'all see what I look like. I look like a so-called black American. Even though there's no such thing as a black person or an American. Nigga, I'm an Israelite, just like y'all. All right? Now, there are niggas out here who look just like me, who look just like y'all, but they are not us. They are actually the Edomites. And you know what? We've been misdiagnosing niggas and saying, now look, I'm not saying that we don't have some sellout Israelites. We do. We got some. But a lot of these niggas we calling sellout Israelites, they're not sellout Israelites. They're actually Edomites. But they look like us. And y'all, Esau has literally hid himself amongst all the nations. I'm telling you, this thing is way deeper, y'all. And it's so much that we don't know. I said it the other day. Sometimes you see this crime on the streets, whether you in New York, DC, Detroit, wherever you at, and the news will tell you, oh, it's these black Americans, the black people. They'll just keep saying black, this black person, black people, black on black violence, black on black violence. And then they'll start making you think, oh, this is Israelite on Israelite violence. Now listen to me. I'm not saying that we don't have Israelite on Israelite violence. But a lot of this violence is not Israelite on Israelite violence. It's actually Egyptian on Israelite violence. Some of it even Edomite on Israelite violence. And you might be like, what? You see two niggas in the street shooting it out and they look like me. And they'll say, look at these niggas. Whole time, what you're looking at is Edomite on Israelite crime. That's how diabolical, hey family, that's how freaking diabolical this world is. And yeah, it pisses me off, y'all. It pisses me the hell off. Because I see what they've done to us, and they got us so bamboozled and hoodwinked. And because I love Yahweh so much, and I love the children of Israel so much, look, I don't give a damn if you from America, Guatemala, Central America, South America, Europe, Asia, China, Russia, Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, Angola, Turkey, Saudi Arabia. I don't give a damn where you from, because I know that my people are scattered into all nations. And some of our people look like us. And then it's a lot of niggas who look just like me and you, but they ain't got shit to do with us. And then we got some brothers and sisters, they don't look like us, y'all. But those are our literal blood brothers and sisters. That's how diabolical it is. And it pisses me the hell off, because y'all, believe it or not, I love y'all niggas so much, it pisses me off. Because I know half the time that we can't agree, we looking at each other like, oh, it's this nigga, it's that nigga. Whole time, y'all, it's the other nations, mainly the Edomites, who've done so much diabolical. It would literally take a never-ending live stream for us to discuss all the diabolical wickedness that the Edomites have done. Not only to the Israelites, but to the whole world. Esau has literally destroyed the whole world, done witchcraft and sorcery on planet Earth, even the animals. It's too much to cover in one live stream. I wouldn't even dare try to. I just want to say, then I'm going to really shut the hell up. Because y'all see, once I get around y'all niggas, I can't stop talking. You know why? Because y'all my brothers and sisters, and I love y'all. And it ain't nothing like being around y'all. So I'm really about to shut up for real. I just want to give a shout out to the Israelites in Africa, to the niggas in Egypt, the niggas in Zimbabwe, the niggas in Angola, the niggas in Ethiopia, the niggas in Kush. To my niggas that's over there in Israel. I'm talking about the place that's getting ripped apart right now. Some of our people is over there, y'all. And they didn't just migrate over there recently. Some of our folks been over there since the Old Testament days, y'all. Shout out to all the niggas in Jamaica. Not the black Gentiles, not the Edomites who look like us. Shout out to the Israelites, to the real niggas in Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, Mexico. Make no mistake, when I talk about getting these Mexicans up out of here, I ain't talking about y'all, because I know I got a lot of niggas in Mexico. And I ain't talking about black Gentiles neither. I'm talking about Israelites in Mexico, in Peru, in Cuba, in Hispaniola, in Haiti, in Trinidad, Barbados, Jamaica. And shout out to every one of you niggas out there. I got nothing but love for y'all. And we getting ready to put all these heathens on their back pretty soon. Now let me read these few comments in here. And then I'm gonna shut up so we can try to get through some of this video, y'all. Capri 10 says Shalom. Shalom to you, fam. Son of y'all says, wait until we realize they are Edomites that look just like us, among us, especially in America, disguised as FBA, but they hate the Negro, just like the white man. Couldn't have said it better. Son of y'all says, I agree 100. Son of y'all says, you look just like me, bro. Facts. You see that? Son of y'all says, yes. Capri 10 says, real Tizark. Son of y'all says, Esau even comes in Chinese, Japanese, etc. Hey, son of y'all, tell these niggas again. And you know what? I don't know. See, this is the thing that gets me. I know that some of y'all out there know this, but most of y'all, as smart as the Hebrews are, sometimes we try to act like we don't know this stuff. Y'all, Esau has literally put himself in every single nation, y'all. And why do you think the so-called Chinese and Japanese people get along so well with the so-called white man? Y'all, this cannot make none of this up. Competing says facts. Son of y'all says there are so many Negro-looking Iranians. Wow. Hey, son of y'all, bring it out. Did y'all hear what son of y'all just said? And I know some of y'all may have never thought about this. Y'all need to, Hebrew, you need to take a deep breath. Okay? Inhale, exhale as many times as you need to, and understand what your brother and my brother, son of Yah, just said. Because as smart as I know we all are, we like to act like this stuff isn't real. Again, son of Yah says, there are so many Negro-looking Iranians now. Y'all, the truth can no longer be held. Now look, is it uncomfortable sometimes? Yes. That's why they call growing pains, y'all. Because sometimes it hurts. Growing pains. We got Joshua the Levite says, at Mr. Real Talk, Shalom. What's good? He says Shalom at Mr. Real Talk and chat. Shalom to you, brother Joshua the Levite. And Sister Son of Y'all says they all the same. Indeed they are. Lump them all in one big basket because they are all the same. Y'all, like I said, this is my last disclaimer that I'm really going to be quiet because this is a very long live. We might not even watch the whole thing. We're going to watch enough until y'all hear enough, okay? Like I said, any minute my phone could ring because all the technical difficulty we had around here the last couple of days. Any minute my phone could ring and somebody could be here to do something for me. I might have to cut this live if they call. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. But I'm done talking. If anything, I'll type something in the chat because I need to rest my voice. I'm about to sip on this herbal tea and we're going to watch this video together, family. I want y'all to hit the like button, okay, as you enter the live stream. And much love to all of y'all. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already.
Bars. Fucking bars. Crazy. Insane. That was just lyrical genius shit. That was like Loaded Lux right there. Why couldn't you niggas be a pilot or like go get some warehouse jobs or something? This shit ain't for you. Why y'all just leave the streets alone, bro? Bars. Fucking bars. Fucking bars. I hope y'all already enjoying it. It's hard to say, but damn, Kev, I gotta come out. You was right, nigga. I was right. This whole damn time.
So my theory is, stay tuned for the theory now. Check the theory. Bring your notebooks. Taj, stand your ass up. I know you in here somewhere. Get your notebook, nigga. I think that you, African, was taken from here. I'm sorry. And taken over there because y'all don't know shit about nothing. Ain't even no record of you niggas at all. Now watch the theory. Just the theory, you see what I'm because Egypt is here, the real Egypt. We are everybody finding out. God damn. We don't black people? Oh, God damn it. Oh, God, why? I don't want to ask you why, Jesus, but why? They had that moment. And we had that moment in history. It's like, tell me, why is it human nature? Why black people? They can't be deported? What the fuck does that mean? That means we was here. My little Native American person. That's what that means. That means the Republic was here already. My little Hamite. Press one, and they over there. The Hebrew Israelites trying to hide behind a paper that say Hebrew Israelite tribes. Benjamin, Jamaica. They hide behind shit. They ain't even making sense no more. The white man in America is beating to you niggas. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What the hell? What did y'all prophesy? I got beef with everybody. Tell them, hey, Sachetta, listen, chestnut checkers, go get the little African Germanic looking Zariak and bring him here with the Hebrew gorilla. That Arab looking, cross-eyed, inbred looking asshole right there with all the turn. Bring that shit over here to the road, brother. You know, I like the grit of the battle. You know? Bring them. They all on hush. But my theory is they took y'all to Africa. And y'all don't know y'all history. They raised y'all. Y'all like long lost babies. They raised y'all or something like World's Fairs. You stood up like with your funny looking ass and said, I'm a fucking Roman soldier and we are legion now. We hit black people. That's these Russian ass niggas. Singing they fucking Russian home. Russians make up songs on the spot. We hate Negro. We hate old ass Russians. What the fuck is wrong? Y'all, that's a real song? No, we made this up. What the fuck? Right now? Right now? I don't know the words. Just try to fucking. Y'all learned that? Oh, motherfucker. When that Russian and Italian man do this, shit is over, nigga. The whole community of Nazism is coming out. Communism, Nazism. Nah. They just bump music. I love my Russian music. It's a cold world. But yeah, I think they raised y'all up and gave y'all our people's identities, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Cause ain't no Africans named Kevin or if I meet an African refugee, he gonna say, what's your name? What's your name? It ain't gonna be no other American English name. Like Kevin, what is your name? Okay, your name Thomas. Okay, your name is what? You know what I'm saying? And then you go over to them and it's crazy. It's just as crazy as Russians and Asian names. That shit crazy, bro. Hey, bruv. Why do you talk like this, bruv? What, y'all ain't even African. Y'all not even British. If Africa's so rich and so fine and dandy, why all y'all ain't rich? Why are y'all trying to move to Europe and Dubai for work? If it's so much gold and so much diamonds, and y'all keep parading around this African dude with a red cap like he's so helping out Africa. The press one, it's like an Instagram or online revolution of dumb shit when it come to us. Like, bro, what is y'all gonna do? Why is this water still being pumped out? The goddamn, hey, do these roadways. Talking about y'all the homeland, so y'all zip code should be -6, starting right there because nigga, y'all way over there, y'all a day ahead of y'all us, and y'all 16,000 years behind. Why the Africans living like it's a Stone Age? If they us, they all not us. Y'all don't even know who y'all are. Why would you try to convince me to go there? And I'm from Africa. Like the reason why I'm melanated and got copper tone skin is because Africa exists. So y'all get out of town with that racist, monkey-minded ideology. Press one day, what? It's because, why are you black then? If you're not from Africa, wow. Shut up. First of all, why so much sad? Nigga, not making fun of us. When we go get calves, nigga. Hey, why? Why y'all? I heard Africans only had 3 channels growing up. I heard y'all had 3 channels, and 2 of them were BBC, and that wasn't niggas. That was British News, BBC, that's BBN, whatever the BBC. Shit. Just sit there and watch 3 goddamn channels, and then how had the nerve to tell us we don't know who we is. Nigga, we grew up on, nigga, real TV. Y'all grew up on, what the fuck was y'all watching? Hit the like button and subscribe. Yeah, bro. Now, watch this one. It's a lot of things that they're not gonna tell you about Kev. I am anti-African, making fun of us and pretending like they the real homeland when they really don't even know who they are. At all. Mama don't even know who they is. I have never in my life seen Africans look so stupefied just a few grandmas ago. Never. I thought y'all knew y'all heritage. Y'all too busy trying to fight, trying to fit in. So British, black, and white people are all up to the same no good. The same no good. And they don't even understand what I'm saying when I say no good. Because guess what? They only had 3 fucking channels growing up. Press 1 till they don't even know where this shit come. We can talk in riddles and code. They don't even know what the fuck we talking about. Press 1. Oh my goodness. You don't even know what the fuck we talking. We talking in code, nigga. Straight code. They don't know what we saying. What do they say? They speak like this and walk like this. They just as judgmental towards us than French white people. It's the same arrogance. So now that I'm knowing, hey, most of these people do not really know their lineage to the point past what? What? All the way up into the census. Their census at that. Theirs. So this was all like Nazi propaganda because IBM was controlling all of that. Remember? I taught y'all that. Remember? Who was controlling the census? The tabulating machine, IBM, classifying people from over there, from whatever they are, over here, white, 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 white. So even the blacks coming from Africa are classified as, y'all better move. That's why they get a whole pep talk. And when you get there, don't tell them. They don't want y'all to know. Don't tell us what. We already know. Don't tell us what. Hit the like button and subscribe, nigga. Don't tell us what. That where we from, so it's a secret that we don't know we Africans, even though y'all say, oh, we came from Africa as slaves. No, something doesn't sound right there, buddy. Even though we know we Africans as slaves, don't tell us what. Don't tell us what. Yeah, because you know the ultimate thing is going to turn out that they all are Moors, are of Morocco. And Morocco's under the Pope. Still. So they didn't do nothing but join allegiance with white supremacy. They are the ones who must fight for the 13th and the 14th Amendment. Do you understand? They are counterintelligence, artificial intelligence. Hit the like button and subscribe. You see this what I've got up here? Don't play it now. Whatever you're going to be a federalized nothing. That's what you're going to be. And you're going to be dead in the law. And once you don't understand that, you're lost. You're in color law, the color of law. Your law is color codified, brother. And you got to wake up from this delusion of being anything that they offered you. Anything. I don't want to be nothing that they is. Nothing? Nothing. I'm going to Target today. I don't give a damn about what they talking about. I'm shopping on Amazon. I'm doing everything counter black nigga communistic dumb shit. Because they going to be out there marked. They trying to rile you up to fight for their civil right when they don't even like you. Who is when I say they? People who come here. You know what I'm talking about. They? You think on Scooby-Doo cartoon where I gotta rip the mask off? There's one. Hey, though, them right here. You see ICE sweeping the nation, they was laughing at me. They was laughing at Kev. You don't have any authority. You're a YouTuber. Now they out here like, Kev, you prophesied all of this madness, man. Take it back. Now, take what back? I'm not taking you, take it back. I can't take it back anyway. Black, no drag back. What? It was ha, and I was ooh, yeah, ooh. They thought I was asleep at the wheel. Press one. They don't know. They don't know that I know. Press one. But I know. I didn't want to see how far they'll go. Like limbo. Press one. You know, when you go into the stick so far, you just fall on the wall. Press one. You can be bendable, all that, but you can't go lower than the flow. You don't go one. That's what you ain't gonna do. Blue. Moral of the story, get your dumb ass up. Think about it. The moral of the story, how low can you go, is to get your ass off the floor. Because your ass is dumb for even trying to go lower than the floor. I don't even know where y'all play that game. Just pull the phones out. You notice they don't play that shit no more. Nobody want to be on Instagram tomorrow. Like, look, Rashonda was. No more of that game. Everybody is locked up off of that. But, yeah, I think these are all long lost Africans and these white folk. See, I think white folk and Africans from Europe are like NPCs because they like playing a character that's not them. They are like the American white and black. So the European white and black aren't European at all. They're not British at all. They're not none of these things. This is the insane. They're not nothing. They're all immigrants. And filled in. This is what I found out listening to these conversations. They stepped into roles that's not theirs. Benjamin. What happened to the Europeans before y'all got there? Oh shit, but they was running. Oh, that sounds so familiar, right? What happened to the black folk that was here? Which one? The Indian? Man, And you know what they said. They genocided all of them, the Indians. Yeah, man, that's why we ain't got Indians no more, brother. Please help me. No, they got a story over there that's, you don't know what happened to all the Negroes before we got here. Exactly what I'm saying. Press one. Imposters. You don't even know. Go back to your grandfather. Who was that? The kid baby Jumbo. He down there dressed up in a motherfucking haystack costume, spinning around on YouTube getting views. Man, dancing around. That's all y'all be doing. Y'all ain't doing nothing. I'm acting like it's some other land. Y'all is in the Stone Age. This is the fatherland. Mama got y'all out there playing with little Roblox and toys. They got an ABC on it, but they'll stack this one. Y'all out there trying to stack rocks. Look, bro, we passed that. Hit the like button and subscribe. How y'all before us thousands of years and you over here and you ain't got Jordans? Something's wrong. Something wrong, nigga. No. This is the way they can understand. I'm actually doing a good deed. Y'all ain't stepped y'all shit up yet. I mean, y'all just got lined up. The Mexican who just jumped the border about 3-4 years ago, he don't came over here, start work, got a lineup and everything. He in trouble now because Trump in office and all this. They going, what I'm saying is he even been at the lineup, bro. Y'all need to step that shit up. The fatherland, the mother. I don't even think they from Africa. I think they found y'all some goddamn where. And they, where you from? Ain't nothing here. Where we gonna go? You got some smoke. This ain't, bro, imitation. How? My grandfather, he don't smoke that. He smoked this. It's kind of like this one. And you smoke. It is rocks with vegetable, seaweed. It smells kind of like you guys smoke weed. Hell no. We smoked this one forever. Africans and Asians got them old ass grandparents. I don't know what God was thinking when he made y'all. He just messed these Asian folk up. Where did these people come from? We need to do roll call. Press one. I'm Kevin. You, the real one. The real you, nigga. It's your real name. June Tom. You don't know June Tile 1. It's gonna be 10 million June Tiles in this nation when I'm finished. But all of us gonna be real. Like, that's my name. And who gave you that name? When you was little, before Madonna adopted your ass, what was your name? First one. I've been thinking about this all night, Ali. Don't laugh, bro, because I'm goofy. I'm trying to breathe, nigga. Where are you from? I'm just like, all right, look, if we all from here and y'all invaded us and y'all come from places that was established after y'all scrambled around and had to come up with some shit and destroy everything to rebuild it, right? When you find out where do y'all come from, I don't even think y'all come from a region like a state. I think y'all just lived. I'm sorry. I think they just lived in the cliffs of the mountains and the side of the hills and shit. Because when you look at these nations, they all doing that. So before America, before you invaded America, and all the Russians and England and Europe, because I told you, we built Europe. Press one. They don't know. We built, that's the old monarch, that's the republic. We built We created Morocco and sister cities to harbor back and forth to their place, but they wasn't living like that. You can watch the videos we've been watching from 1894 and 1900, and you can go to Switzerland and Norway. They was not living. It's a life but this. It was wagons. I got this. I'm thinking this shit out. I've been thinking. So, how long? What was Chinese people when they was living like? You go back in time in their Chronos visor, stupid time machine, right? And they all like they Eskimoish. They all wearing shoes like the Smurf. In 1800, we dressed to impress. I'm not understanding. How did they become, you know? I'm starting to think, man, y'all did bad things. Y'all doing bad things. And it's important that all of us start asking real questions that just bother us. Where did y'all come from? Because the Moors not even they don't even want to talk. They know all of the law and all of this, but they don't want to talk about their friendship treaty with a corporation. That's odd. For us, one. And why y'all be trying to sell us to the Sultan? Just a bunch of magicians trying to slave trade it look like. They was really they try to fool us every day. Every day. But I think they stood these people upright. Let me get these videos ready. I think they stood these people upright and said, here they go. They ready to, cause where these people come from? They'll be like, I'm French. Nigga, but you don't come from France. Where you come from? Oh, you mean before? Before. Yeah, before. I had my father is tribe from a small savage group in the woods. So the blacks that's over here, I can't even let this go. All the fake Indian blacks. That's tribal like they people back home, like Janice and them. They just Africans. These people are just, was Phoenix Moon? African. All of them trying to play American Indian, like we don't know them. Federal government like, you can't do that technically because, first one, I mean like dark, Hinduish, draconian, and trying to perpetrate like you from New York. You're not from New York. Oh, I've been living in New York since. It doesn't matter. That shit mean nothing. You're not from New York. New York, the East Coast is the biggest immigration hub on the planet. Worse than the American border, worse than the Mexican border. Nothing but immigrant. Nothing but immigrants, and they swear they Puerto Rican. They this one over here is this one, but they're all African. Like French Montana and them. I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm Morocco. Man. No, damn, this where all y'all at. God damn, Indians and stuff. On the East Coast, you're not allowed to even pump the gas. The Hindus and the Indians don't lock it up. They talking about they free. Shut y'all asses up. Y'all allow these foreigners to come over here and own gas station. You can't even pump the gas. They gotta pump your nigga. How we gonna hop out and show our shoe? Nigga, what? Move, punk. Nigga, you don't get your fucking look at yourself. I don't care who. Don't touch my nothing. Nigga, they'd be able to start a war. Y'all think Cali dumb, but Cali ain't going. California ain't going. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want, but to allow y'all can't even, nigga, please. Move. You heard me? I'm gonna show my shoes, nigga. Hop out. What's up, nigga? You bird. Why you call the police? Not allowed to do that. You little nigga Pakistani looking motherfucker. Why you LA niggas don't fit nowhere else but LA, nigga? That's where I'll stay there. We got it made, nigga. We got it made in the motherfucking state. Trust me, these motherfuckers be going to jail. We found this gram of marijuana in the car, buddy. This gonna get you know what? Nigga, I'm from California. I don't know nothing. Nigga, ignorant to the laws. No, you a YouTuber. Nah, you know this man. 5 years. This gonna get you 5 years. Fuck. You can't even tell them nobody. You don't even do shit. No, it ain't even your state to tell them nobody. I'll tell you where I got it from. You're not our jurisdiction, buddy. You're coming with us. But you are. Nigga don't want to be in the back of that police car. Press one. You saw that African in the back of that police car on the news? That nigga said, I'm not going back to Haiti. As they drove away, he was talking like he was Tupac, hanging out the side of the car. Hey, Obama, see what nigga on everything? Blood. This one. As he rolled off, talking about where he ain't going. You know the slogan. Oh, you're going, buddy. You're going. I don't know where this alter ego. Hey, let me tell you a little Rudy Poo something. I know y'all watching these street niggas on YouTube. All alter egos go away after them handcuffs go on. So lock that shit down. Niggas don't want to go to jail for nothing, nigga. What's the motherfuckers? No, we just gonna talk to you, place you in the back of the police. Oh, don't keep my foot out the car. Put my foot out the car. Put your foot in the car. I won't put my foot in the car. You ain't even gonna talk to me. You gonna take me to jail? No, we just gonna go over there and talk to them right now. But if you gonna cause this right there, you're like, God damn, am I really trust this guy to let me back out the handcuffs? Just sneeze and fall back out the car. Just start wasting time. Why don't you? Fuck it. Bump your head on the concrete. No, two. Bam. Y'all wonder why all this shit happened on cops. Niggas don't want to go. I was just about to go around the corner, nigga. And we was always about to do something. All that shit disappears. All your imagination of what you thought you was about to do goes away with clink, 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 clink. Guess what? Brother. All that shit go away. You realize you got ham. That's holographic associative memory. You like, damn, I was about to, you already seen yourself over there on the ride there. Like, I was supposed to be playing Madden. I was scored on that nigga too. On everything. Y'all niggas fucked my day up, bro. I'm blaming the cop. Nigga got an holographic brain. Nigga can see it. I just want to give me some pussy, man. See what traffic, nerd. You know me. You know what that means? She was already ready to go. Oh, fuck, bro. You know that she was just gonna call another nigga. She was already ready. You fucked up. No, man. You fucking with their brain. Press one. Oh my god, they have no idea. DJ Academics and them have no idea what's in store for them. But yeah, I'm starting to realize now they don't know nothing. So today, after getting some good rest, I thought about what I was saying yesterday, and I figured I really have a theory. Not that Africans are not where they from. I don't know where they from because they don't know where they from. But I have a strong theory. I broke some down. I was rewatching my video and I said something so important yesterday, Royal Purple. Thank you for your support. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. You see me change my stuff up over there, I have to get monetized. So thank you so much. But yeah, I have a real theory, and I think that it's gonna go great. I watched my video from yesterday. I watched. I was sent videos from 4 years ago when I prophesied all of this to Zariak. See, what makes you a prophet? Press 1 is when you can predict everything 4 years before it happened, and then it comes to pass. Press 1. Now everybody knows that. You may look down on a person. They tell you don't look down on a person. You never know. That's why the old ladies used to tell us these days. You never know what you're dealing with, partner. So, y'all know we POWs, right? Type of 1. We're prisoners of war. I'm starting to and we know about the prison camps, the overthrows, the destruction. I mean, we landed out in cinema class like no other channel, right? So now I'm seeing like, damn, who are we? You know, I struggle with this. Like, who are we? Okay, we know all this. But what the fuck? There's more? Yep, there's more. And layer upon layer, but it's still like but who are we out there? And yesterday I said something prolific. Press 1, it just came out of me. Because it started to clip. I said, we are the real British, not American. American is the corporation. We the real English. The English was taken into captivity and taken into as prisoners of war and made black into law. Press 1. That's what started to click. That's why I'm so happy. Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel. Press 1. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm happy. Cause I'm like, oh snap. So who are we? We will be the English. And this is Great Britain. You got it? Property of the king. Got it? The Grand Republic. You got it? The true sovereigns, the true commoners. That's you. You're not people. You're not an immigrant. You're not none of that. You're not a people of the water. You're not mermaids. You're not Aquaman. You people of the true order of God. That's who you are, because God anoints Christ. Christ is king. That's why. They do. And that right there is what I'm focused on. Right there is the theft of the patriarch and the monarch and the kingdom of God being reestablished back. That's what I'm on. And nobody can stop me because they never heard of that shit. You can't even stop this. These are the people whose names and stuff was stripped away and given false identities and false memories of where they come from, who they are, why they were put into prison camps, why they were made desolate, why the Great Migration was happening, why these people was rushed off out of their homes and put on trains never to be seen again, why all of their property was stolen, why all their shit was bombed out, firebombed and all that, why the Wobblies usurped all of the banks. Press 1. Why the Freeman banks was snatched up from why all this is happening because that was you. And the whole American Revolution is Germanic and Roman and Greek and these people's revolution against the king, which is anointed by God by way of the Magna Carta and the Bible itself. So get off me, bro. Stop it. Stop it. And that's why it relates and it tells. That's why the Constitution is really taken from the Magna Carta. They taking one page out of everything because they say down with the king. So they antichrist, believing that they believe in Christ, and they place Prometheus or Satan up as Christ. Press one. It's really Peter, but we'll get to that. And I hope I make sense to somebody out here, right here. These people made a pact with Rome. That's why they got these sciences and all of this, and Rome is hiding and keeping you like enthusiastically awaiting something, some illusion, because they don't have nothing. Nothing. But space stories, Tesla, AI, Aryan Nation, plus white supremacy, and all nine areas of white supremacy. Press one. That's all they do. They don't got nothing. They can make things up on the spot. No, this time was made for people like me. Just waiting. Just waiting. There you go. Thank you, Charlotta. She said, now that makes so much sense. Yes, that's why the small records that we do have, they try to limit it to like Tulsa, things that are still prevalent that you may have an attachment to and say, oh, okay, we kind of fucked that up. But as long as you don't see the overall assault of what America incorporated by way of Russia, Germany, Africa, and all these other nations, foreign nations, to usurp this nation. Who won out of that whole ordeal? Nothing but the bankers always win. And then we grew up in a society where all of the kids, everybody is afraid of the Illuminati and say, this one and this one and this one, and they got all these conspiracies, yet they so afraid to think. Nigga, who fed you those conspiracies? Well, Alex Jones was the nigga. And y'all believe in a conspiracy. As long as you're confused, they win it. Confusion comes in astrotheology. You don't even be understanding. It's more than putting baby oil on your skin and putting a tattoo of a moon cycle on your back. Press one or not, whatever you want to call these things, these alchemic things. You're fucked up. Fucked up. All because of this stuff. And you can choose to take my advice or this class serious or not. It's up to the student. Well, I ain't never seen Africans not know who they are, and I've always known they just need to be asked the right questions. I want to know where they come from before they were stood upright. Before that, what were they? Before that, what were they? Before you was French, what was you? You don't even know. You don't even know. And their trick on you is, before America, what was you? And you don't know. You don't know. Damn. What a beautiful time it is. So watching my videos, I went back and I found a video from 4 years ago. Hit that like button and subscribe. And I only got 7,000 views on it, but I was beginning to break down how they stole all of the banks. We wasn't here, of course, mentally, by far, but remember I did a video on the civil orders of the Pope. What I'm talking about here is, remember I did that? That since we're on indigenous rights here in America, that all of American history, Mongols. Now watch this. This is all years ago. I said, man, and you know me, I'm recording my videos, so I'm finding a lot of things, and I realized I was saying some insane things. Hit the like button and subscribe. I was saying some things nobody was even thinking about saying. And we're gonna take a look at 4 years ago. Is that okay? Cool, because this is just average day. We just chilling at the row. I hope y'all are at work and enjoying. Y'all know I got Coffee and Kush TV radio show every day right here at 11 a.m. on the West Coast. So make sure y'all tune in to Channel 54 on that side of town. You know? But I got time today. Ali, I think you was here at this time. He said you've been right about everything. Let's see if Tazari can go back this far, right? We gonna watch it together. Yeah, because usually I'll just get off the screen. But they say I be in my ego, remember? So I would love to enjoy to watch myself and laugh with y'all and see how close we came. Let's see how close we came, right? Let's go. The English, the British, the French, the Spaniards, the Dutch, and the companies that they used to get here. Damn. That these people all got here in the 1800s. Look, and that our history, what we know as Civil War, World War I, World War II, World War III, it's really kind of told to you at a slow pace because it aligns with history itself. I mean, it aligns with kind of prophecy itself. So they so I just been doing research on all of the, where does everybody come from and how did they acquire the gold, not just of the pharaohs and stuff like that, because I know all of that took place within the territory of the golden, let's say, where the pharaohs was found. Let's say the Grand Canyon. You remember before Kev Gills, went on an expedition, we were starting to realize that the Grand Canyon might have been, and all the way up towards Colorado may have been what they call Egypt or something like that. Or the burial places and the tombs of these pharaohs. So I've been putting these dates together, and we've been putting dates back a few months, and wanted to. So I was already saying I didn't put it together, but this is where they were excavating tombs. That's what it would look like, because it looked like all like purged out, like dug out shit. And pyramids and what looks like sphinxes and shit all around here. We laid all that with the Gypsies invasion of America, all of the foreign invasions. Look, I told them Gypsies invasion of America. Look, the United Nations, Operation so-called Paperclip, and all of these foreign nations coming over here is really just American history of all foreign nations adapting themselves on to this place, and y'all having to wake up and realize that the Pope sent all these people here. The Spaniard, told you, funded everybody. Told you, owner of this place. Wrong. The papacy hold the deeds and all that shit. So, the Pope writes a letter to its companies and his corporations, as the United States of America. And issued civil orders in 2014. So this gonna make sense. Now we know what we know. And he gave its corporations, which is everything here, a limited amount of time to get out. Told you, remember? And a lot of people gotta understand this. Hit the like button, please. The Pope gave civil orders for them to shut down operation because they have enslaved the indigenous people of this land for too long. And I was trying to tell y'all a few months ago, before COVID, that this was about to happen. And that all these foreign nations was going to try to jump on you and try to plead with you to allow them to stay here, and you're not going to. It's going to look funny to y'all. It's going to look funny. Hold on! See, what? 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 Tell him, Ollie. That nigga ahead of his time or something. I told you, I'm a time traveler. If I jump in and out of dimension. Goofy as hell though. That's what I told you. Years ago. What was gonna happen to Zariah? I told you. I told everybody, bro. And I know y'all hate when I say I told you, but I told you years ago. I got over 900 videos. I told you. That's why I'm not playing with my class no more. Why? Because I got enough product press one in each street for you to learn. And it's not up to me how you learn and how you describe what you learn. It's up to you. It's corporations. Damn, Kev, in here. A limited amount of time to get out. They laughed at me. People gotta understand this. They tried to take me to jail. They tried to take me to jail and shit. Press what? They tried to get LAPD grant program on me right there. They said this man know about his jurisdiction and shit. I just let God speak for me. That's it. You know, that's it. I'm trying to let God speak for you. Alright. Poop-pop, beep-pop. That's why faith is of a mustard seed is powerful. Nigga. Boy. It's a classic. Right here. Glory to God. They couldn't even stop Kev. Yo, Kev, there's a chess match. If you take the queen, you'll be discombobulated. I'm the king, nigga. Queen. Press one. Look. In this society, what you consider a queen is like pocket change. See? When the real women do the laundry, all the pocket change fall out. Ding, 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 you had all this in the middle. I know, right there. Back pocket. I know, right there. Queen. That's what y'all worried about, queens and flipping boards and all of this. But the bishop, press one, you slipping. So much faith in your rooks and your pawns. Press one who can't even catch up. And they sent them niggas in the whirlwind. Oh, you get it, right? They still lost outer space. Where we at in the quantum? Press one, you trying to figure it out. Forever your brain should be clicking and trying to figure it out. When y'all finish, nigga, they gonna put a statue up of a frog like this. Cause you always spent your whole entire existence trying to figure it out. Good one. They gonna call you the deep thinker cause you're still trying to figure it out. I got that ass. Press what? Talk that shit, yo. Yeah. This is a prophecy right here. Look at his face. I mean my face. I mean his face. Look at it. The Pope gave civil orders for them to shut down operation because they have enslaved the indigenous people of this land for too long. And I was trying to tell y'all a few months ago, before COVID, that this is what's about to happen. This is what's about to happen. And that all all these foreign nations was going to try to jump on you, cleave on to Jacob, with you, to allow them to stay here by way of civil rights. It's going to look funny to a lot of y'all to see this hate and why all these different people need you and why they need to ride you to be here. All foreigners, and why they have false entities like a Black Lives Matter funded by George Soros or specific individuals. And why they will come in and corrupt that, because that you will begin to break up and realize you not only need reparations, you also need restitution for the travesty of you being the original people that were here, the only Americans that was here before the 1800s, before they came over and tricked you out of your own land. So, today, I wanted to bring people up slowly, up to par. It's going to take a while. I know this is like a university, and I used to just throw everything at y'all. This is beautiful. I realized that people just have a good day, kid. No, and then I go back and ask them, well, what did you learn? And they ain't learned shit. See? Would you gonna press one? See? Don't come over here if you can't take the heat. I've been seeing this for years. I've been seeing this shit for years. You ain't learning. Huh? You ever heard Brandy? What was that one song? Might not Brandy, but don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. You never heard that? See, I ain't an African American. I got a tempo when I need. When God talking to me, man, I get all type of receiving word messages and music code that you couldn't possibly believe. Check this guy out though, Tony Brown. Learn here is that Egypt and all this stuff that happened in the Bible, of you even knowing about it, Egypt, that whole history, which is a history book and a prophetic prophecy that's fit for a specific people if they didn't stop worshiping other gods. And that's crazy. We found out it's more about law. Worshiping other gods is more about the allegorical more than the law. And have on and worship God. I hope y'all can understand. That's it. All them other guys, them is little Rudy Poos, because that's the same thing they were doing in Rudy Poo. Who introduced one guy to Egypt? Pharaoh. Tutmosis. Press one. Tutmosis in there. Who is Tutmosis in there? See? I said, them the Pharaoh. But why Moses in them? We'll get to that later. Right now, that's later on. I was going to barge y'all on that. It'll be confusing, but I want y'all to learn and be able to respond back to me. But I want to get this, I believe I downloaded this morning. And I want y'all to read this with me so y'all know I'm not just making stuff up. But I have to find it first. I found it after. Bring this up here. This is beautiful. I don't want to just read it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do. I'm going to read it. But I wanted you guys to read it with me. Well, what the Pope ordered them to do was to stand down. See, Mason and them really don't know what the hell is going on. And they actually helping out the enemy. Stay here. The band told y'all that. You got these blacks helping out. You, wait a minute. They helping out the wrong folk. Let's go. And that's why, remember I told y'all about the new contract with America? Huh? Remember I told y'all about the new contract with America? This will make me different. See, this is why Northern Democrats, And Southern Democrats, they don't really mess with me. Like, they really don't know where I stand. You know why? You know why nobody knows where I stand? Because I stand for the people. That's why. I stand for truth. That's why. I stand with anybody that's going to help the American Negro become free. The American Indian, the Native American, the Afro-American, the black, the ones who are entitled to be here, who offered their birth certificates to the original Union. And you know, it's just that. I'm radical because I believe in the first Constitution, the original. I'm radical. You hear me? I want you to know, radical. No Constitution. That's why. I'm a radical Republican. Everybody else is pretending, and they're all Northern and Southern Democrats. That's why black people scared of the Republicans, because they scared of Republicans and Democrats, and they're like, well, we ain't shit. And then, y'all ain't nothing but shit anyway. Y'all jokes is hurtful. You guys are cold anyway. And you're not giving us the truth. You know, it's just like to choose the best of the ones who can put you to sleep. And then there's me. There's one. There's me. You know what I'm saying? A real American. Anyway, y'all, press one. The best professor on earth. Hit the like button. We're going to read this together. We need 200 likes. 200 people in here. Get it up here. We're going to read it together. Okay? We're going to read it down together. Where y'all at? Why y'all not talking? You're quiet. Okay. That's right. They scared of us, bro. Okay. They are afraid of us. I'm froze up. But I know y'all paying attention. And that's what I got to remember. My class is virtual now. Y'all ain't on my screen or nothing. You feel me? I'm going to have to talk to that little African dude that hooked up Nancy and working with Jay-Z right now about how I'm going to change YouTube. Because I need to see y'all and y'all need to see me. I got some ideas. Look, the issue to civil orders July 4th, 2014. Okay. These organic American states of the Union, known as the United States of America, major exercising plenary civil. Now, listening to this, I want y'all to think about it. This is years ago, right? And when I made this, it was years ago. So this is about something that happened in 2014. So you got to do the math, okay? So don't just think we're playing video or nothing. This is really a think about time and calculated time, math, right? So 2014, I do this video 3-4 years ago, and taking that when you're thinking about this. Full power upon the land. Hereby appoint General Carter F. Ham to lead the command, the Grand Army of the Republic, the Guard, and its successors under the guidance of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and with their full support. It's like, just realize what this is legally. Should it be necessary to suppress commercial mercenary forces operating under the guise of being federal government agencies, including but not limited to the Department of Homeland Security, the Federal Agent Emergency Management Administration, the Internal Revenue Service, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. General Ham should assume immediate command and control of all armed forces and services owed to the United States of America. Major stationed in North America shall join them under his command as the Grand Army of the Republic. All forces of air, land, and sea are to be employed. Any cost or loss suffered as a result of deployment of the Grand Army of the Republic shall be charged and stipulated prior. All effort shall be made by the Grand Army of the Republic shall spare life and property while undertaking any action whatsoever within the states of the Union without exception. The Guard is uniquely enabled by the orders to operate on the land of the 50 organic states for the purposes of securing the lives and property of the American states. Okay, that's not major, that's different. And the American states citizen. So y'all, the thing is, where my Moore brothers at? Where all these people at? All right, you got to find out what this is right here. And it's going to be coming up later. It's like learning the language. And I think that the more the brothers out there who realizes what law language really is need to brush up, if you care about the black community, on what these legal terms mean, because I think it'll be an awakening experience for them. That's what I think. I think there has to be a laid out, you know what I'm saying, a real laid out event to where they have to know what's going on. This is what's being hid from you. The Guard is not a foreign army and is composed primarily of American state citizens. Okay? Not American state, and not American state 50, but of the organic state, and is made primarily of American state citizens. If required to take position, the local commanders shall take every effort to communicate the basis of their authority for the reasons for their presence of American state soil to ensure a prompt cessation of the hostilities and widespread understanding of the usurpations and the act of fraud which have led to any conflict. All parties must be brought to the understanding. All parties must be brought to understand the nature of the federal government, the limitations of its authority, and their own obligation to act in favor of the organic states of the Union. The Grand Army of the Republic shall continue to operate under General Order 100, known as the Lever Code, extant from the organic states, burning of organic tissue, organic state. Y'all want to be Indians so bad. Pen of the last Republic President Abraham Lincoln. Press 1. Press 1. The Grand Army of the Republic shall continue to operate under General Order 100, known as the Lever Code, extant from the pen of the last Republic President Abraham Lincoln. Okay, you see why I put him up there? I told you we wasn't on democracy. I told you we wanted democracy. Okay, and the Lever Code was a military law that governed the conduct of Union soldiers during the American Civil War. It was written by Frank Lever. So this was a military taking command of military law and all under civil power. So you can say no if you want to, but the Pope is using his civil powers, which is the greatest power to have civilly. He uses civil authority to let you know, or the people thinking they have power, know what they're going to do. Right. I told you. We are the same seed of Abraham. Press 1. Same. You see Abraham speaking for them. Only slaves he freed was the Slavics who came here from Germany and all them other places running from being slaves in their countries. In other companies companies too, like Germany. Come on. They were slaves. When they came here, they became what? Citizens. Free. But I'm just here to let you know who was making the contracts with these people to become citizen. See, when you start to wake up, that it's the reason why Abraham Lincoln turned to the left. His coin is the only brown copper colored coin around. He gets shot in the back of the head. You hear me? After he gets shot, everything falls. Now listen to me now. Press 1 and hit that like button. Remember this, y'all. Remember this. Abraham Lincoln did not want to do what if you in my classroom? Abraham Lincoln did not want to do what? There you go, Jay. He didn't want to do what? He did not want a central bank controlling nothing. He had the greenback. He had the greenbacks that was backed by what? Press 1. He had the greenbacks that was backed by what? Go. The international bankers of the time, which existed, same George Soros then created a war then, right now, did it then. And they pressured him and bankrupted the whole union. Controlling both sides of the war. Now, all of this happened by way of the Pope. Press 1. He is the company holder. You see this? He's the owner of these companies in sin. Marco Polo here through Spain. He sent different explorers. Genghis Khan. They sent Christopher Columbus. All to different sectors of the New World. All right, everybody got their own little story about what they were looking for in this new world. I just want you to know that he is their father. Okay, so this is the owner telling the employees to wrap it up. Okay? And the Grand Army shall continue to operate under General Order 100, known as the Lieber Code, from the pen of the last Republic president, Abraham Lincoln. No orders, executive or otherwise, issued by Barack H. Obama pretending authority on the... Let me start this over. Press 1. Let me start this over. See, because y'all didn't want to wake up today, but you're going to wake up to why the world is stuck waiting on you. To wake up right now. And so Kev got to come wake you up correctly with the help of others. No orders, executive or otherwise, issued by Barack H. Obama pretending authority on the land of American states while operating as president of the United States capitalized corporation, nor as the president of the United States of America, minor or old, any performance by Joint Chiefs of Staffs, General Ham, or any ordinary. All plainly stated grants and contractual authority evident in the Constitution for the United States, lowercase of America, capital, remain in place, subject of good faith performance of the accompanying obligations and treaties. Remember I kept telling y'all about the treaties? I was telling y'all about the treaties that you had with the corporations, the natives, the original people that was here, and they were not Mexican or Spaniards, in my opinion. I'm sorry, Spaniards. Okay. They have to. When I tell y'all the 1933, when did the stock market crash? That was all orchestrated. So the treaties must be in place because that was orchestrated. And the reason why the treaties was not in place was because the crash, stock market crash that was created after Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. Press one. God is good. To establish this central banking system. They crashed it. It was supposed to be backed by the gold that they found. That they had of the original peoples. That's how we all became citizens. But what happened to the gold that they had at the time? Press one. They bet it all in the stock market and they say they lost it, remember? So it made everybody broke overnight. Landowners became what? Slaves, because they created the stock market and this social security market with your social security card playing with your name and stuff up there. And then who did they lose it to? The little fraudulent corporations that they set for themselves, which was really them in person. And they just said they lost it. We had no army to fight them. We was already signed treaties with them, and we agreed. We lost the war, lost a lot of land anyway. We had to go with the flow. We fought for the Confederate. No, not we. A lot of these Indians fought for the Confederate. A lot of these Negroes, a lot of these Ludacris, a lot of these Killer Mikes, a lot of these Tamika Mallory's fight for the Confederate. Okay? Well, don't tell me nothing. Mason, you can't compete. Okay? No executive order otherwise issued by Barack or pretending blah, 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 the contract and the obligations and treaties. I just laid out the treaties and why they was destroyed in the first place. But now that you know that it was a setup from the beginning, that was what orchestrated event, the treaties are reinstated back into place, just like I said, the Pope know. The Pope know. Remember Pac said, who told you? The Pope? The Pope know. Mr. Obama is the president of a governmental service corporation under contract. What I say? Under contract to provide stipulated services to the organic state. Now listen, what that mean, ladies, because a lot of these men don't like to think ladies. What does mean? Because they up here crying with their hands out talking about you from Africa. They work for the Confederacy. You don't come from Africa. You are right here. Mr. Obama is the president of a government services corporation under contract to provide stipulated services to the organic states. What's the organic states? Okay? That's you, the people. The only one who can have it is state, indigenous people here. That way nobody can't own that. That's why they keep owning it and they rip it from up under you. Come on. He otherwise acts as a foreign dignitary representing the United States of America minor. You know why they call you a minority? You know why? You know damn well you ain't no damn minority. You know, boy, we'll fill this planet up right now. If you give us our gold back, fucking leprechaun, you give me gold. But we'll get to that later on this week. Okay? In neither of these capacities is he allowed any granted authority to impose upon American state citizens See? And endanger American state property, you see, are commanding mercenary forces on American state soil. And I'm talking to you Americans, or Tamericans. I'm talking to y'all. I'm gonna wake y'all up. I'm gonna wake y'all up. I'm gonna wake y'all up, G. I'm not here to play no games with nobody on the internet about nothing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna wake you up. Got a lot of opposition, and we don't have time to be distracted by you know who. Okay? Okay, starting here. We require the Joint Chiefs of Staff and General Ham to commence a measure to disarm federal civilian agency personnel and to seize control of vast stockpiles of arms which have been improperly amassed by the Department of Homeland Security, FEMA, and other agencies employed by the United States Capitol. The only federal agency allowed to free egress on the land of the American states is the U.S. Marshals Service. Press 1. So you see what I got y'all afraid of martial law? It's not martial law they're afraid of. They're afraid of the only federal agency allowed, listen to me, Grandma, I know y'all don't know this when y'all let them take everything. The only federal agency allowed free egress on the land of the American states is the U.S. Marshal Service. And only when their personnel are engaged in their duty to protect the what? The United States mail and sworn to act as constitutional officers, they all going to jail. You know how many times they say I don't give a damn about your constitution? I don't care about that one. This is because they're impeding on your sovereignty, from driver licenses to driver plates to everything that they've been doing to tax the sovereign people of this world and give their wealth to the queen. In fact, the European United States did not break away from European, British, French powers and become free over here. We gave them their freedom. That's an arrogant boast. We gave them their freedom because they was fleeing from where? Okay, the runaway slaves. They came to North America to be free. And they betrayed us. They betrayed our forefathers. This whole land was fat. It was gold. You think Saddam Hussein was something? All the riches of the world and the fake fiat currency is all based off the land of America. All of it. Asia takes from gold here. Australia takes from gold here. This one takes from gold here. And they do it under corporations called what? They do it under corporations that you think is military installations, but they really mining facilities. That's why they're always underground. Press 1. See, I'm gonna take y'all on the trip. Okay? And I'm gonna wake y'all up. Y'all know how they say the stock market crashed. Where is the gold that was at Fort Knox? Where's the gold? Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. If they would have known then, would have known now. But do you know the Fort Knox is a mining company, a gold mining company? And that is a collection of shareholders of 3 or 4 different nations. So when they tell you that the Aboriginals' gold is at Fort Knox, it's not what you see with your eyes, what you know. It's a company. Okay? And their major operation bases, guess what? Alaska. Right? Them Eskimos, ain't nothing up here. Ain't nothing going on. But I tell you what, they came on down from Alaska and helped steal the gold in California in 1949. Press one, and got reparations for coming down here and working for the mine company and developing the railroads, and called it reparations when really they were employees. Press one. Bought from where? Fort Knox Mining Company. You might have a Fort Knox in your community. Get what they getting. Your resources. You might want to do some research on Fort Knox and see mining company and see that they're some of the major producers of gold in the world, and that the biggest exporters of gold is right here in the United States. And most of it came, the big boom came from 1949, California. Huh? A lot of it's coming from where? Let's say it right now, Nevada. Can you say Grand Canyon? Can you say the Great Tombs? They talking about aliens and shit. It's in the damn caves over there in the Grand Canyon. No, it's not. It's the Great Tombs. They still in this right under your finger. It's the Tuts and all the other gold tombs that's been around this whole time. They're taking them out and putting a little prop show over there in the middle of a desert. I call it an illusion. And in real life, El Dorado is right here in America. So is the Promised Land. You ever see why that movie Avatar was all blue and made that place look all mystical? No, and the people was black and the place was gold. When these people came over here and seen this stuff, the Spaniards, the Dutch, and they pretended to be great little servants, but they was, history will prove, spies and operatives of Rome. And this is Rome right here. The only federal agency allowed is what? U.S. Marshal. And only then can they do what? Get the mail. Now, who are the original, let me ask y'all something. Who are the original carriers of the gold? From California coming out west, coming out east. Could you say Wells Fargo? Can you say Wells Fargo? You do your research on how they got started? It was gold runners. That's why the stagecoaches was getting robbed all the damn time. You know, you get some gold over them. They stole it from you know who. But let's go here. And that was operated out of the Postal Service. That's where your Postal Service and stuff came from. The Pony Express. Okay? All of these things come from right here. Biggest exporter in the world of gold is America. And all the other countries, China, Australia, the Dutch, all of India, all of them are the greatest people with the gold. And then you got Saudi Arabia sitting over here with the oil. Who owns that in your nation? Y'all need to start finding out that all of these presidents is operatives of foreign nations and feeding off the indigenous land, which is here, and built a whole estate off your name. All because the last president of the American people, Abraham Lincoln, was shot in the back of his head. Double cross, baby. Okay? We required that the Joint Chiefs of Staff and General Ham to commence measure to disarm federal civilian agency personnel to seize control of vast stockpiles which have been improperly amassed by the Department of Homeland Security, FEMA, and other agencies employed by the United States. Capitalized. The only federal agency in the U.S. Marshal. Okay, we direct Joint Chiefs of Staff to communicate the first two general civil orders directly to President Obama, the members of the U.S. Congress, and administrators of all federal agencies, the members of the Supreme Court, and all those acting as governors. You see why the governors are refusing to leave and stay in power and to create these instances where they need the FEMA, they need you, and people are saying conspiracy, the crisis actors, they do. It's because they have to. Press one. They need to cling on to you and have you look that way. I'm telling you to stay put. That is all being taken care of. Okay? with direct Joint Chiefs of Staff communicate the first two general orders directly to Mr. Obama. Okay, any expense or damages incurred by these organic states or any American state citizens capitalized as a result of the actions undertaken by any federal agencies, personnel acting as armed mercenaries, that's police department, killing black people and stuff like that on American state soil will be understood as a result of violent crime. That's why I gotta be here with y'all, but I really know a lot, and that's why they putting the stuff all over TV is judgment heat. And it's like, you gonna be tried, officer, and the public is going to try you. The public is your peers, right? All right, then. There might be a lot more of them people going to jail just because you're out of jurisdiction. You hear me? You see why you need a man to do it? You see, you are out of jurisdiction. And all foreign agencies and those who are in contract with that thereof is Tamika Mallory. And these organizations, I use her as an example, funded by foreign entities. You are out of your jurisdiction and you shall return to what you came. Fact. Y'all just don't understand it yet because y'all so boastful. And I'm saying that as the leaderships of the Israel and the capitalized United States citizens. These people is so boastful. Any expense or damage incurred in the organic supply will be understood as a result of violent crime. Okay. And will incur immediate judgment liquidating the assets of the International Monetary Fund. Press 1. So, how are you going to get paid, black people? Where's your restitution going to come from when you wake up and believe in God and get down with the good and don't fall victim to the propaganda of fear and needing them? You are not minor. Get off your knees, They said, what you fighting for? Kill my soul. That's why. Okay? This is the International Monetary Fund and the Federal Reserve in payout from stipulated what? Reparations. That's all our reparation. All of it. You see why Jewish lives matter now? White lives matter? Blue lives matter? They stealing your reparation. These people getting Cadillac deals selling out, letting them rob you. Right? They being pirates right now. Donald Trump set you up just right. Good one. Donald Trump, what I tell you last night? Donald Trump gonna get a statue. I'm gonna replace the Statue of Liberty and put, when I'm president, because the people gonna vote me in, I'm gonna put Donald Trump as the Statue of Liberty right there. Press 1. If you agree to have the Statue of Liberty replaced and put Donald Trump right there. Because I want all foreign nations to realize that their white man had the courage to do something your generational people never thought would do. I'll put a golden statue because this is America. I'll make a golden statue of the first white man raised up correctly. The real, and that's a white man that you want to call it American. You remember they mad at him because he took advantage of their own game. The whole game is illegal. What Donald Trump say? Them don't look like Indians to me. Why? Because this all happened a few grandmas ago. Press 1. That's what they scared of, y'all. This all happened a couple grandmas ago. The 1800. What year did Abraham Lincoln get shot in the back of his head? When did Wells Fargo get established? When did they discover the gold in California? When did all the plagues of the world get here that God said was going to get here if we not hearkening to the world? All of this happened when? And you damn right, in the 1800s when you failed. That's what happened. And the world is cursed. Y'all just think these is tornadoes and shit. Y'all just think this is Corona, but I told you Corona is the crown, and you know what the crown is. Right now, you know the crown, that's fit for a king. So this is the grand scourging of all those who've been participating in all this demonic shit upon the earth, from trafficking. Why do you think I brought up Epstein and him? But these people know their names is on that one white list that's being marked out, just like that list on that movie, Don't Be a Menace to South Central. There's that list that they put out. Listen, all y'all better run. You want to know why they all on the island running them out? Because they not under no protection no more. They all pirates. That's why. We taking over one city at a time. That's being rebellious to their God, which is the Pope, which got his power from the Egyptians. Press 1. Nobody can challenge me. And if one I show you that the Egyptians was just that of God's people here in America, y'all gonna be messed up. Y'all gonna realize there's a reason why young Pharaoh not on the air no more, because I spoke it into existence. I told you, we gonna smash. You got one God. That's it. And y'all wanna believe in other gods, and so here comes the flood. But this time you're just gonna be hit with fire, brimstone, straight truth, hard in your face. Just don't give a damn. You feel me? Because at any means necessary is what a great historian and prophet said. Any means necessary. Now you see why the governors, you feel me? Why they want to stay? Why the U.S. Congress is all at a standstill? They put a mask on you. Why? They put the mask on the first ladies. Remember I showed y'all that picture of that Afro-American woman, indigenous woman with the mask on her face? They trying to re-indoctrinate you into slavery, and you have to take the mask off. See, that's what Future was talking about in that song Mask Off. They was the first people to have the coronavirus mask on. In the video, by the gypsy known as, what's her name? The whore of Babylon? Amber, the one that got 21 Savage, the foreigner, you see? So the governors, the Supreme Court, any expense of any damage by these organic stimuli, IMS such, crime should also come out to be considered contract default, increasing the public debt subject to bounty. So the more that they don't pay you, the more they bounty increase. You hear me? The more they don't give you your reparations, the more the tally goes up, because it's a long-winded operation of the corporation being on top of you. You ever saw that picture of all those black people and then people on top of them playing Monopoly, and it says, when the people wake up, the game is over. This is the game. Not any people. When those black people that's under the game, that are rightful heirs to the throne. What is the throne? The golden cities, the gold here, the resources here, the land of milk and honey. Take it easy. Become something if you want to, but put God first. You know, the land of milk and honey, gold. The ones the Spaniards was looking for when they traveled here. Did you know Moses was supposed to be a what? Moses was supposed to be a what? Oh, I love going biblical. He was supposed to be a pharaoh. He's a tut. But we'll get to that. We can get to that. All of this happened not that long ago, I'm telling you. You want to know why all the Vatican is full of gold? All right, here, we'll get to that. All right, here, this day boss said, okay, time's up. Any and all corporate officers of the United States corporate or United States Capitol or any successor organizations inheriting federal services, contracts who support, condone, and promote such crimes against the American states or against American state citizens. That's you as the organic states and the people you allow to work here that come from foreign nations. They are allowed to be here and be American if they want to work and become productive citizens here and not just take after the luxury of America, it being its resources, its gold, or nothing like that. Plus, you got to sign up to be three-fourths of a man, because no African could own Our nothing can own nothing on this land. This is a free nation. It's a sovereign nation. Inheriting federal services and condone promote crimes against American states to be subject to arrest, prosecution for commercial and violent crimes. All foreign officials operating as elected and appointed officials of the United States of America, minor, who support, condone, promote crimes against American states. Okay, you have a states, right? And against American state citizens shall be subject to arrest, confiscation of their what? Their assets. I will sue you. I'm gonna sue you direct. You officer who tried to work with somebody and set me up and get me removed during COVID, and all of my possessions are gone, and I'm just in the world lost. But thank God for the people who support the road. And you just totally tried to take everything from me. I'm gonna sue you directly, the person who did it, and the people who signed off on it, and everything else, everything. I'm just letting it build up because it hurt. I'm in fear. You feel me? I'm in fear, and they did this. And deportation to where? To be a confiscation of their assets, and deportation to where? Puerto Rico, Guam, and such other states as may be willing to receive them. Press 1. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Let me see, is it going up? Yeah, it's going up. Where they going? Puerto Rico. Where's Guam? Where's Guam? Now I'm gonna leave this here for a second. I'm away. Where's Guam? Where are these places? Are such foreign officials include members of the American British what? Bar Association. Those are your lawyers, your prosecutors, your juror, the people who hold you captive, who have you enslaved for anything other than murder and things of that nature, who were licensed to act as privateers against the interests of the American states. That's you and the American state citizens from 1845 to 2013. From when? That's why I told you timelines is important. I told you it all started when? Huh? It all started when? In a flagrant breach of trust. It all started when? 1845. I told you a couple grandmas ago. I told you. Told you. And they wildest dreams, they ain't never seen a brother like me. I ain't graduated nothing, but I know this. I know God. In a flagrant, that's a flagrant breach of trust. Okay? All such licenses are now extinguished. They have no power. They have no power. Members of the Bar Association, the only power you give is the power you give them to believe that they got some damn power. Stop letting the media propaganda traumatize you. Know what's going on in the real world and come out of the entertainment illusion that they set up for you, where Satan rules your whole life. It's over. This is the mafia boss here telling them in 2014 that if you got a certain amount of time for this to happen, and the gig is up. This is why they tried to get Ice Cube to deliver to you what? A new contract for what? Black America. Why? Because the contract in the games is up. Hey Todd, Puerto Rico's an island, Guam is an island, and all other states and islands, Guantanamo Bay, all of those are islands. Cuba, press 1. Press 1. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but everybody's getting fucking deported. Okay? And all of them. Y'all can say their little corporate entity for insurance claims died and get this. It's over. Thank you, Todd. Members of the Bar Association are required to cease and desist assets against American states and American state citizens and shall be subject to arrest, confiscation, and deportation otherwise, because they're all British foreigners. They work for the British. They're all sworn to to do this against you. They didn't. The Americans didn't win a war against them. They encompassed their business methods. That's why the British went home. I was like, okay, it's over. Okay, let's go home to our dignitary. They want to be socialized. That's what this social engineering is, to create the haves and the have-nots. No middle class, no nothing, no growth, no nothing. You either got something or you don't. This is where all this stipulates from. The members of the Bar Association are required to cease and desist assets against the American states, confiscation and deporting otherwise, insomuch as the corporate officers operating in the United States, incorporated in the United States Capitol, have contrived under conditions of fraud and semantic deceit to revenue the states of American states and the living American state citizens to the foreign jurisdiction of the United States of America minor. They are found guilty of capital crimes, including the act of fraud and treason committed between 1933 and 1945. I told you, I'm taking on the king of this shit. Stop watching prayers. I told you. I'm sorry, I get excited. Sometimes I amaze my soul. You see, Sonetta, sometimes I amaze myself. I just said this, G. This is right after they killed who? Abe Lincoln, the central banking, and they created the first, when they robbed the Aboriginals, they created the first cryptocurrency, plus one, money with no backing, and a way to undermine the real resources of money even being here, which is gold, diamonds. They try to have you invest in cryptocurrency so you never ask where your resources is as you wake up and look for your resources. Each one of these corporate companies is going to pay you. Spain, the Dutch, the Indian Empire, and all the Fort Knox Co. and all of the different companies that have enslaved you and went into agreement beyond you. So you don't know, all of these nations agree with each other behind the scenes. Just when they get to America, they all disagree for some while and call themselves white. Never in time in history were they white. Ain't no white people. You calling yourself white, and you have a white, Germanic, racist, Nazi personality type. If you call somebody black, you are subjugated to the propaganda of the Hitler's Youth and the Daughters of the Confederacy, which came from Germany and those same nations, who were to teach you that you were a color out of a crayon box and you were they were superior to you. All of this comes from a Germanic idea that they didn't call themselves white before this. Nobody did. Nobody. They called them Poland. They called them different names, Czechoslovakian. But over here in America, they all white and classify themselves to make you black. So the world got to come against each other. That's what you're going to have to, Christian. That's what you're going to have to come to. All your forefathers and nation came here for this reason alone. In fact, all of y'all are Britain, Irish, British, English, Dutch, which are all other corporations made by yours truly, the papacy. All of this. So everybody has to come at some point in time and say, damn, this is what it is, because it all happened in here in the 1800s and the 1900s. This is when your gold was stolen right here, 1933 to 1945. They say the Pope got all the gold holding. All right then. No enforcement upon American states or American state citizens is owed as a result of the act of any Congress operating as a foreign government of the United States of America minor. So the United States of America is a foreign government. Why do you think it say we're here to protect this country, foreign and domestic? Because they are raised here. They are foreigners, but they are under, like, let's just say the American and these people are Nazis. They won, I kept telling y'all the Confederates won the war. Didn't I tell y'all? They are Nazis. They are what y'all conceive as Nazis, socialists, communists. Okay, all of the estates and estates erroneously believed to represent the American states and the American states citizens. Okay, this is all you which were conveyed by fraud and legal deceit of the United States of America when in 1933 and 1945, what did they do? They ran off with the gold and created the stock market crash. After they stole all the gold and crossed the agreement with the Native Americans. Now the Native Americans are the Negroes. Who y'all consider the Negroes or this one and that? Those are your Indians. And as they wake up to this deceit, you're going to realize that the Mongols got your gold and got the casinos. Press 1, you're going to know that the Europeans engulfed you into them and you became a product of them. You enslaved yourself. You allow these people to have rule over you and call you a minor when they're the minor. Okay? All legal fiction entities, however structured and clear of any debt, promise or embrace an obligation alleged against them as a result of false claims made in their behalf by officers of the United States of America. That means the American debt that was accumulated by these false people is null and void. And the United States Incorporated and the foreign, that's because the money was never backed by anything to even be able to pay them back. They literally, y'all don't know, but y'all been under a free, you're waking, you're breathing a little bit. And the United States Incorporated are by any foreign officials operating in the United States of America, minor or the United States, are the United Nations, city, state, false claiming to represent them, have jurisdiction over them. You don't have jurisdiction here. I haven't killed anyone. I didn't touch the mail. Not a federal crime to be walking up the street, doing nothing, minding my business. Don't pull me over and ask, are you under? You're gonna get deported. You get deported because you're a foreigner working for foreign entities. You're not American. I don't care what your brain just came up with. And you riding around in my homeland, you're supposed to be a citizen, but you're riding around trying to be authority over me. When in real life, y'all done did so much travesty on this earth, we should be able to walk up in this store, grab some milk, walk right out and show my I'm an American badge. Because you're here to work, and you forgot that you was here to work. So the Pope got to tighten you up, and it got to be a 7 to 10 year tribulation or waiting period so people realize what. Now hold on, what I say? So now, you got to be a 7 to 10 year tribulation period. See? And you see that, Benjamin? They know they don't fucked up. Because Mr. Gillespie told you. But you didn't want to be. You were supporting me for a whole different reason. You were supporting me out of your own neglectful heart. Y'all want to support Kev and support. Y'all want to love Kev and dislove him when I don't say the right things and all of these things. That's why I had to step out of this metaverse and say, wait up. I told him already. So yes, I tell people support the broadcast. That's why we online. Support the broadcast. This isn't monetized. We have a lot of fun, a lot of discussions. But more than anything, this is prophetic. You can look at it how you want to look at it. This is prophetic. Ain't no other black YouTubers up here doing prolific prophetic thing. I told you it was going down. And look, so I want y'all to look at all the people that's not here no more. Look at them. And it's right here, look. Look. How many people gone, man? Press 1. I was sitting up here looking like, yeah, you can press 1. But guess what? I know you really don't. I know you up to something. I know it's coming. You're not going to be here You're gonna run. You're gonna say, Kev ain't shit. He ain't never born. But I gotta keep walking. I gotta keep walking my walk. You feel me? Press one. And you gon' get the picture. Kev didn't never need you. You needed Kev. Because without Kev, you wouldn't even know who you are. Press one. Even if you're a foreigner. I'm telling the foreigners who they are. It's like Neo in the Matrix. Even the African gotta say, God damn, he is right. Press one. I do not know what happened to us. Your ass is property of the king. Funny looking motherfucker. That's why. One day you living good and all the next day you out with nothing. That's how it works. That's how the motherfuckers work. You property of the king. I don't want to hear no more shit about the king got property and slaves and all that. You here to work. Quit playing. That's the problem with Negroes and African men who come to this nation and get like real taken care of. You see when they cut off these food stamps, you see what they doing? Krustin, we will remove your food stamp. we shall deplete the resources. What is the odds of this one? They're men, they're extreme good fighters. They DP you 4 times extra on for them. So, what do? We have to affect the supply of eating. How? You take advantage of the laziness in a bread one. How are we gonna do that? Come get free food. Come get free food and feel this one. Hey, you don't have job? No, I can't make it. Bread one. And we take care of you. You raise your family. Go tell your friends. This is Section 8. Yeah. Tell your friend your rent is $10. This nigga got a whole 501(c)(3) scam farm. He raise your ass. You won't even know. I got a farm full of niggas. Right there in my project. What? How many is it? I got 300 units. They all filled. 2-bedroom. How much? Shit, they pay about 60 what they can. They on the food stamp. So that we take subsidy from state and press one and make taxpayer very angry. But now what do people want? They don't want free food. I don't get it. I'm getting this goddamn Iraqi shit. Damn. I don't get it. Press one. So our people bit the apple. Free. They ain't gonna tell me growing up ain't nothing free in life. Them fools that. What the hell is going on? Press one. We know that the current circumstances in the part of the result of criminal acts engaged in 150 years ago. When 150 years ago. Why they want your brain in 400 years? Press one. Why do you think I keep telling y'all what happened 500 and where these aboriginals talking about they lived in a fucking woods and they don't want to work? Why you gonna work? Because you decided to. It's what your forefathers signed up for. Oh, luckily by the grace of God they fucked themselves in the 1933 crash, stock market crash, or whenever that happened. And getting you signed up here by the grace of God. Okay, we know that the current circumstances is in part a result of the criminal acts engaged in 150 years ago, which resulted in the commercial enslavement of African Americans who were, see how they titled us? The commercial, damn, got you, the commercial what? trafficking, enslavement of what? Labor camp, commercial. That's corporate slavery. Nigga, Cavro, boop bop, beep bop, boop. I'm gonna help you get it free. You gonna get off your hands and knees, nigga. You stop watching them goddamn white propagandist movies. Them motherfuckers say, give us free. That is not words of law. Sir, you gonna be in contempt of court. You keep speaking that way with those outbursts, give us free. You need help speaking. Press one, that's what Brick Baby and them sound like. Well, they give us free. People want their hand out like, oh boy, but you don't even know what freedom is. You know, the sad part is you don't even know how you were slave. You look down on the story of that's how slavery looked. I'm like, hell no, ain't no white man on earth gonna do that to a bunch of niggas. And I don't believe them. Now you gonna look me in my face at school in front of these people and say you did this. I know niggas. Africans and all niggas ain't what? And we gotta fill this paper out. Oh, to graduate. Oh, you better say you a slave. And you before that, you was a big bang monkey. That's where you come from. Look how we did you. I knew you was a piece of shit telling me these old goddamn horror stories. And that's what America is. An American horror story. Just raised a bunch of people telling them all type of horrific things. What the fuck? This nigga scared to speak. Say something. I don't want to. Why? There's a white man in my head. He look like Chuck Norris. He gonna fuck us up if he finds out who is with them. Him, nigga. What the fuck is them? Why everybody's about them? The Illuminati, bro. Bruh. Y'all know who God is? Yeah, but the Illuminati is worse. Worse. Our people. God, if we wasn't so retarded, God would have, if he didn't find us so funny, he would have been just smattered us out of history. Good thing he finds us very amusing. Because this shit is hilarious, the way that we just switched so fast. You know, hit the like button and subscribe and support this page. Get your name shout out. You already know what it is. Support great work. Not because I can play music in them and get your brain all subdued. No, I use my natural ability of conversation, damn it. And just try to tell you as much truth as I can before we all up out of here one day. You got to know the truth about God, don't you? Or at least as much as you could. You want to know, like, how they did this, right? Okay. Shit, study. And show thyself approved of African Americans who summarily claimed as chattel backing U.S. government debt in the wake of the Civil War. What was the Civil War? What was the Civil War? Huh? It was about when they killed the president, remember? Despite every act of and that's we still had him at this. We still like when they killed the president, remember the Civil War? Now we know the Civil War was nothing. It was all on film and captured in pictures. In fact, there's a great book up here that I just got not too long ago that displays what Civil War actually was. You got to know what civil actually is, who you are in civil law, and why the Pope's letter and his civil order is so important. What makes you a common law from civil law? What is the difference? And who are you? This is what we're talking about here in 2025. You know, we have fun on our other pages, but I'm not bought out by a corporation who takes me through humiliation ritual and like DJ Academics and that whole boy band. No, I'm free. I'm for the people. So I'm free. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got to support work like this, right? Who else can dig back in the Rolodex years and bring back what's going on right now? 7 to 10 years tribulation. Come on. Give me mine. Abolition and declaration of prohibition against both peonage and slavery. It has been the policy of the U.S. government to enslave its citizens through how it operates and how it convicts and the private prisons and all that, and operate as a rogue state among the nations of the world. They working as a rogue state. Instead of freeing Afro-Americans, the sum total result of the civil wars was vastly to expand the public specter ownership of slaves, giving rise to the outrageous and improper claims that have been made against the American states and American state citizens that we're dealing with today. It is uniquely fitting that the Grand Army of the Republic is recalled to settle this circumstance in favor of the people. Fingerprint there. The right to act comes with responsibility to act. Okay? So, and our first day class. And American Civil Police. Hello? All of their belongings, they was forced on train. This is why your grandma and them don't want to say nothing. I figured all this shit out. They punked them. They ain't finna punk us. They punked them. Get on out of there. That's one. Well, we back, nigga. This is the little Granny and them. Press one, they all got together. And if you can see by the way of this flag, you will start to see this is them. This is their flag. Press one. 19 keys will be the one on the far left. 19 keys, the white cowboy man, the African dude, you see him? Press, this ain't got America on it. Press one, these are the boards. Press one, hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoy my classroom. See, we're a little ignorant, but we know what we're talking about. Y'all ain't finna leave us behind with this tutorial bullshit and make us forget nothing. So this is where they get people who look like Kwame Brown and shit from. Press one. They'll be like, it's something wrong with these people. And because they, from there, they got them eyeballs. The one who say, give us free. Press one. You see them hats? So that's not a garment. That's a military gear. Hit that like button. Their equivalent, if this was the theater of war, these would be your Nazis. Press one. You don't believe me? Is that what you just said? Hold on, let me get this shit popping. You don't believe me? Them will be your Nazis. Aryans. Press one. Do you hear me? It says the Aryan nation. Aren't Nazis Aryan? Aren't blacks Aryan? Are they all not Aryans? Yes. Okay, so let's not pretend like, oh, we ain't know. All of y'all are one. The Crypt Keepers. Okay, I'm finna prove it again. Okay, this is the head gear of a Russian. That boy Kev cold. I'm ice cold, like Amanda said, ice cold. There you are again. These are what the Hebrew Israelites call Hamites, but these two are actually Edom. Press one. They are both Edomites. Doesn't matter. They are both of the same guard and follow the same order of the same czars, the same bankers who overthrew the Victorians. If you go back and look at, they all are workers. You look at their American pictures, you see them doing nothing but working. They'll put those pictures up and say, oh, the slaves was kept right here. It was these motherfuckers. From different countries, and they were given all of these weapons by who? Let me ask my classroom. Who supplied all of the weapons? In the Bible, in the book of Enoch, it's the fallen angels. I'm gonna give you a clue. In the mythos a little bit. You feel me? So that you understand it. This is the visual. Who supplied all the weapons to the whole world to come against you? Nope. Wrong again. G-Mac, you're not a student. Tread lightly. Tread lightly. Who supplied all of the women? Dad said the Russians. What's the name? They did it in the Americas. Who funded all of the weapons of the federal government and the militia? What's their name? You know that, y'all. There you go, Tracy. Oh my goodness. Woo, thank y'all. Y'all saved me. Oh, y'all saved me. Oh, there go my class right there. Oh my goodness, I almost right down. My hands was crossed. I wish y'all could have saw me. I was about to turn the damn computer off. DJ. What is it? Oh my goodness. JP Morgan in Chase Manhattan. There you go. Oh my, y'all scared the shit out of me. Hold up. I know y'all had to think a little bit because we ain't went over that in quite some time. I would have went with Carnegie at least. At least you're in the right direction. Close. But they got it though. Shout out to the class. JP Morgan. So JP running guns. Remember we found out he was the biggest gun runner. And what type of guns did they have? Old military weapons. So everything they had to do had to be guerrilla tactic, which was underground. Okay, so what is AfriCorp? Somebody call that again. 424-209-95 Afri. Wow, I told y'all. That boy cares more. AmeriCorps for corpse. Y'all see this? Now type in AmeriCorps. This is where they were slicing up the land and creating different zones that will resemble Africa or Europe. This is America. This is your Boys and Girls Club. This is everything. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, everything. So you got AmeriCorps and you got AfriCorps. Remember that. AmeriCorps and AfriCorps. All of this stuff derives from the U.S. and German civilian police back in the day. Damn, this is good. I think it was called the U.S. German Civilian Guard. Now listen, look at this. Now when y'all type in the Buffalo Soldiers, they got them great soldiers, but here they are. Here they are. See, they give rise and thanks to the Buffalo Soldiers, but here they are. And who are they? Okay then. So when y'all looking at history, their heroes are the invading armies. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're heroes. These guys here is yesterday's Moors. This is why they claim sovereignty. They helped with the overthrow of what? The king. So they have a friendship pact. They betrayed the king. And yes, this is when all these explosions was going around at like the T.S. Gillespie plants and military bases going on. These were the people. If you agree to be a Moor, you agree to be the monkey in the circus, which is crazy. Press one. So all of these people that we've seen in the past that you would consider heroes, they're not my heroes. They're your heroes because that's where y'all got them. But they were all operatives of the Royal Guard, or the overthrower, the czars. Remember, Margaret Sanger and them genociding God's people or George's people, per se, if you get what I'm saying. This was all about stealing and getting them off the land. So they had to put people on boats and get them up out of here, what you would call a mass exodus. So a lot of our people ended up in Iberia, and then they all attacked you there too. They all went down at the same time. They beat you in Iberia and invaded America. And guess who helped do it? Selassie, the Indians, the Hindu, everybody that's a sister city to America. That you take care of the whole world. Marcus Garvey didn't help black people. He helped exterminate them. Marcus Garvey didn't, let's say this again. Marcus Garvey didn't help black people. He helped the czars and the federal government and the Pope Holocaust and destroy African Americans and the Victorians. Catch up. Catch up. You think Snoop Dogg is an heir? Snoop Dogg is a Turk. These are corporate entities. Their images are bought and paid for. These are Turks and Legion. We, the 50 Confederate nations who overthrew you. That's why none of these people like you. You see it in their eyes. You see it when you do business. You're trying to fit into their world of white supremacy. Or, let me put it in, I don't want to sound like none of these people. Aryan supremacy. Aryan nation. Hello? Wake up, I'm glad y'all came to school. Aryan nation. And you're the monkey in this. All Aryans. All Aryans. I know you want to believe everybody black. Some black people just believe in trees and shit. They don't gotta work. I'm not that kind of. All of them are Germanic Aryans. And more than likely are not on the Dawes roll and try to legally federalize their religion or their nationality. Dan Calloway used to tell y'all was Indians and to sign up and to join Niji tribe and all of this silly stuff. You are a part of the war against God and God's people. What happened to God's people? They were burned up and destroyed. Look what they found under the Washington Monument. 25,000 dead bones. Press one, fighting to their deaths. Washington Square. Press one. I refuse to sit back and say nothing. Like I don't see, like the only thing I can care about is rap music and shit. Like, nah, bro. I want to know what happened to our people. So when y'all people keep saying y'all Moors and stuff, the Asiatic black man and God, y'all more or less the circus. You see the Circus Act? See, y'all documented your own history, not me. I just had to come to the realization, y'all can't possibly be my people. All of y'all religions are based in science theology. That's crazy. All of them. Just science head. Christ deniers and science head. They always say they're against the white man, but all of their history was given by the white man. They don't have a conception of a thought process on their own. Even their history, even their rebellers, and the people who rebel against us, guess what? They gon' fucking get their resources from their own enemies. When you make a book reference, it's gonna be somebody you hate, cause you don't even like white people. Remember? But you gotta go to the white man to come up with your own history. So you pretty much like this. Oh, I hate your white supremacy. Can y'all kind of let us know what happened to us? Because you don't want to use your head. You don't want to think. You think everything going to be handed to you. It's not. You got to think about these things. That's how I came up with it. I said, yeah, boy, they pulled a number on us. This is why our people are destroyed. They don't even want to think. They act like it's a crime. Now, their whole religion is based in death. Catacombs full of dead blacks hanging on walls. Look, I'm not just saying that. All military servicemen, you will never know who they are or what they fought for and why they held in a crypt and why they're doing this all. You don't know nothing. Caught up in a fantasy when they genocided your whole race and nationality. I'm cool at this point. I don't want nothing. People who won't even search for you, asking the world, who am I? But won't even search for yourself? Man. So what religion do the world serve? The whole world serve the same thing Adam served. Mammon. And believe you in more. See, more. Mammon. You want more. And you're going to stay dead until you choose to turn it off. Now, anybody can do that. See, once you get too fed up and you're not entertained by death no more, it's going to force you to speak out. It's going to force you to know that even the Catholic Church was down with the Nazi regime. Everybody was Nazi regime. Everybody. But you. All of them. The Moors, Black Germans, Nazis. Communists, German, Africorps, Nazis. The Russians, the Tsars, Nazis. The Dalai Lama, I don't give a damn who it is. German, Russian, Confederates, Nazis. That's who defeated you. And a lot of these people are black. They call themselves Pan-Americans. Press what? They are German by blood. And they hate you. I say, yeah, they hate you. Yeah. They've been federalized. I would hate you too if I came from the world and see you right here and they program me to say you lazy and you not doing nothing. So, going back in time, you gotta be able to go back in time and see the mask that was pulled over your eyes, see the characters that they've been masquerading as, and unsolve your own riddle. See, that's why I used to play like games of Clue and things that made me think. You know what I'm saying? How these people gave away your gold, and how did the Freedmen banks, they did it by trickery and propaganda and yellow journalism and Photoshop and what they call that shit, and when they make you over, y'all gonna start to realize these are the same individuals, and they're doing this to this day. How did they give J.P. Morgan all of the gold? He ain't even American. They go off and create and bond. You never thought about how you ended up as a bondwoman and a bondman, and how you ended up in all caps. Press 1. There it is, the German Civilian Guard. U.S. Civilian Guard. See, y'all don't do y'all research. Nazis. This is in America, not nowhere else. This is going on right here, and they invaded you. And guess what they all became? Guess what? Guess what they all became? One nation under God, and all became Aryan. Under one rule, under one race. Press 1, all of them together. And you sitting around here calling everybody your damn friend. Anybody your friend? All of them. So you can just go down the list. Choctaw Indian flag is the French flag. Come on, y'all. The Indian flag is the German flag. Come on. The Italian flag, the Mexican flag, the Confederate States of Jamaica flag. Listen, Tuskegee Indian, you ain't putting it together. You don't want to wake up. You don't want to fight for nothing. You don't want to learn. You gotta learn law to fight this. You don't got no choice. You gotta see history correctly. It's a reason why you have to learn law. This is what you up against. Don't tell me about no Jamaican. Don't tell me about Jamaica. Don't tell me about nothing. If you're not willing to be a man of the republic and stand up for your right. I mean, listen. These motherfuckers right here stood up for the right to take your ass right up out of here, file themselves. And what did the Moors do? What did the Moors do? The African Somalis and all these Indians and Turks and black niggas, Jim Jones lookalike motherfuckers, the black Arabs, what did they do? They made a friendship treaty with these motherfuckers. Press 1. They made a friendship treaty with them. A death pact, nigga. And they can't wake up. They can't serve God. Because they the ones who murdered and ruled over God's people. They destroyed everything and took it to Russia, to the Tsars. Took all the oil paintings and ransacked everything and burned everything. This place was so beautiful before they did this. Then they act like they just gonna make history. Y'all think life came from death? Hold up. Press will drop the fucking bars, nigga. You don't think life came from... This is a death code. You think our life came from them? Life started from evolution? We came from this? God breathed life into Adam. He gave us this land of milk and honey. This is what you fought in. This is what you up against. Your great-grandmama had pictures of this in the wall. They took it. So they walked out with it. Forced you in the concentration camps. Yale University is doing a study on the Black Holocaust, and y'all sitting around watching if 600 and white 100 are really gangbangers, bro. I can't be around incompetent. I can't be around nobody who's not really mentally able to live what they talking about. When they say black niggas in this game were powerful races, yeah, they've been here. See? San Diego Naval Base building is shaped just like a swastika. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. because these bases was taken over. The CIA and every spy agency was working against George Washington, bro, and was waiting for him to pass and waiting for all this so they can ideological subvert this whole nation. Just go back to Wilmington in 1898. Wilmington wasn't it, but that's where they established their Confederacy. Who? All 50 nations, all of the world against you. Your soldiers are building up Italy, Europe, all of it, making it look like a kingdom. Like how it looked over here. Press one. What did they do when your servicemen went off? What was Selassie them doing? They was at war with who? Who encouraged our boys to be black and fight for Selassie? These are the questions every black person needs to be thinking about to be able to come alive. Who's Marcus Garvey and telling y'all to go fight another war to uproot yourself? When your forefathers get over there and fight and lose because Selassie surrendered, oh, they done pulled you into a cold roost. North Carolina, the White Declaration of Independence. Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. They will never work for these black people again. So if they won't work for these black people, that means you would, what? I'm telling you right now, I don't care what nobody says. I'm the first one to tell you, all of that World War II footage, they was destroying your land. They was destroying everything over here. All of it. They were flying around, shooting each other. They had GoPros on the plane and everything. They came up with a crafty council way. This man right here would be Native American, sitting right there next to them, Jerry. Okay, everybody became American. An American is all nations made into one under God. What do they worship there? Do what thou wilt. Peter, hold up the law. What do what thou wilt. Peter, hold up the damn law, man. That's what. Just don't do nothing that takes away from press what. So all of these nations, are y'all following me here? Because I'm doing a quick drive-by. All of these nations will believe in this, and they worship the Baal. Do you understand? So whether they're Indian, Hindu, Islam, Catholic, Christian, Krishna, doesn't matter. Press one. They're all a part of this. Period. If you don't uphold law over allegories, if allegorical myths is your spiritual belief system, you're not going to be able to contend against me. You can't fight and debate me. You want to fight me, you got to come out. You want to go against this? That's why our George David can't even fight. Listen, Tosh is finna kick y'all ass in a minute. Be over here doing this. Hey, listen, doesn't matter a white guy. An Asian man is a white man. All of them are Aryans. The business corporations itself is a big old Scooby-Doo white man. Okay. All nations who call themselves Indians or white in America or Native Americans are claiming some type of sovereignty are enemies of the Republic. That's what I'm saying. You would never fix the Republic because all the Republic was raised to feed off of it, not to create. Not to sustain and naturally know the order of things. No, no, no. That's why it's being, they're destroying themselves. Sometimes you gotta sit back and watch it. That Muskegee flag, let me see, replace the original Muskegee flag. Those people that are claiming Creek are not the original. You're not the original neither, is what I'm saying. You're not the original what? This is what I'm saying. I don't want you to start thinking Indian type of stuff. That's not what I'm on. So you can come here original and say they are those people or nothing, but you can be French. Who are you? You can be French. But nobody is the original people. Everybody has a life estate. Little G. You know? That's why I don't want people to think like I'm an Indian. I'm not saying none of these things. Nobody is bigger than the program. I don't know. I'm saying all type of shit right now. Nobody is bigger than the program. This is your forefathers could be German. It's a lot of black people who claim they are Indian. It's a lot of black people who say they was on slave boats. It's a lot of black people. All of them are against God, enemies of God. And of course, workers of what? Sin. All represent the deity sin. Sin. No matter if you're original, what do you know about sin? It's all relative. It's all the same. Because this is the dark arts of esoteric mysticism that the Nazis was into. They was into the occult. Each one of these people will get you to uproot yourself off this land and start saying black. From Elijah Muhammad to Harry S. Truman to the monkey in the middle to Morris World to 19 Keys to Noble Drew Ali, all of y'all are black. And y'all been children of this goddamn low-key mentality. Press 1. Now, don't make me do this. Do it. Don't make me do this, young lady. I know you didn't say much, but you got my attention since you wanted it. You got it. You write a whole sentence, you were part of the program. Press 1. Now, if you're in sin, that's what scripture is talking about. Baal, are you a child? This is what matters, not your genealogy. Are you a child of Baal in sin? Are you a child of God? Are you a child of Baal? Like this. Let me break this down. You know this, right? This is Baal. Baal worship. Are you a child of this? You know, and you might say, no. But remember, we talked about this stuff as a thought process. Don't get your panties in a bunch per se, but we're talking about a thought process. Is Baal in control of your brain, aka Loki? Are you living with within Loki's one of Loki's dimensions and timeline. Y'all ever notice a person say it's many dimensions and timelines? That's because their brains is filled with Loki demon shit. That's fun. You're gonna learn all this right here at the road. Don't worry about it, young lady. We switch subjects fast because we got a lot of shorts to create. Don't try to act like this ain't Loki. I now know what y'all doing. It's time to wake up. That's what. It's so funny. Now, ain't that Loki right there? Huh? Ain't that what everybody was calling? You should have last Loki. That's ball. Loki is ball. Shout out to my man B. Loki is ball. See? Hit the like button and subscribe. You people, y'all just worshiping things. But this is the world we live in. Now, it may have sounded crazy to y'all, but now it's getting real. What's going on in the world, y'all? Fucked up. Y'all believe in Loki and ritualistic death magic and ball, but that's not Loki. That's ball. Same old. So y'all just don't believe in the God y'all believe in is Loki. Okay, that's the God y'all believe in. Satan, ball. He don't create all y'all religions. Fell with the Pope. This is God real. This is all of them. This is everything. He fallen ain't Loki. Okay? But ball. So y'all gotta wake up. And we all know he was the son of what? Thor, just like what's her name was. So come on. I mean, what's the one who gave his eye? Him. Odin. They're all sons of Odin. Which are mythological characters, of course. But again, this will be their spiritual practice. They just make it up. Who controls the timeline? Ball. Worshippers. Who controls the timeline? Loki became the timeline, remember? Why? Put it in allegorical form. Let's talk myth. Because if you ever woke up and realized what the fuck was going on, you're going to be anxious to get back to the Republic, per se. Also, for this to be your eternity, like you're going to pray to Loki. You're going to want to exist in a cosmos with Loki. Thus, going back to the bottomless pit, the dragon, and all that. As long as Loki has that power, per se, or the devil, or Satan, and they are in, what is that, what do they call that, Judgment Day? As long as they exist in judgment, they won't stand for judgment. They won't stand judgment. They like live in a different time zone and they keep man locked there so they wouldn't face judgment. And they end up getting judged, but at the same time, you see what you're worshiping here. Oh my goodness. Okay. You see what you're worshiping here. Just ball worship all over. Doesn't matter if you're a kid, don't matter. And that's what I'm trying to get away from. Like, what's real? What's pleasing to God? What make me want to fight harder and harder, get up on this internet and go as hard as I do? Just expression of self. That's all. That's all. Expressing what, trying to get people to understand. That's what this channel is for. This is just a mythological thing. When you talking Baal, these are Baal worshippers, Sumerian, whatever. But I want to show you the god Baal that was just on Loki. That's who that was. They made him into a cartoon character, a superhero, but that's what you're dealing with. That was a cool show. But again, scientifically, when you're a monkey, this is what you gotta believe. How else would it be out your mind? You gotta believe this. If you don't believe in law and you believe in nationality and stuff like that, you're caught up in this shit. In one of his timelines. That's it. You probably get your ass up and work on one of them jobs where you falsely tell people you the shit and you really got an alternate name. If you ain't like Abba and Preach. Press one. Have you seen these people? Abba and Preach. Like them. Like them. If they go home, they got a whole nother name. A whole nother corporate. A whole nother name, nigga. It is hilarious. They wouldn't be making fun of nobody else on this computer. And what's your name? Abba and Preach. Confederates. Against George. So, would they want the Republic? Hell no. What are they? Aryans, Somalis, whites, all that. Everybody is Aryan, but you. And you can't see that because it's black Aryans. And your friend is probably an Aryan. And you probably thought white people was the only Aryans. They're not. The one fighting for reparations is going to be an Aryan. Just like Indians fight for what? They're Aryans. They fight every fucking year and get exactly what they're looking for, don't they? Yeah, look at the Indians down here. What flag is on their neck? These are real. This is real. Swastikas. The Hogganites, Carimios, like, yeah, swarthy people. People of King George is a specific people. It is the bloodline of Christ. That is the Christ. They was trying to sell y'all black people was living in TP. Remember they was trying to sell all that shit? Well, that's a German flag right there with a Nazi logo. But those are Native Americans, Indians. And you know what else flag they have on there? A German Seminole flag. Holding up the what? What are the odds? You see that Indian right there smoking a cigarette? What does he have up below his neck? A swastika and the crescent moon and the star. Y'all believing in people who put on costumes who change your mind into an allegory state when you need to be peeping game and activate your superpower, which is legal conversation. You're not finna go into no other dimension. Your moon magic didn't work. You're not in you in the same reality. Okay, so if you in my way, you might as well just, if you've been trying to troll me or whatever, that's cool, but I'm still gonna do my work. We are not them. They are one. They be trying to tell you, the Chinese got old swastikas in their art because, the Indians, they got old swastika because they're old. It means peace. The Germans took it, and they don't took it. No, you guys are one. Press one. And you are a Confederate against thee.
Family, I've been keeping my big black mouth shut so we can get through this. Anybody who's hung around in here, we've been in here for 2 hours and 45 minutes almost. If you have sat through this so far, you found out a whole lot of stuff they've been hiding from us. Psalms 83, y'all. And it ain't just the so-called white man, as you can see. A lot of these so-called black people too, calling themselves all kind of other names. Anybody who's just coming in here right now, if you have not watched this whole thing, you need to make sure you go back to the beginning and see where all this stuff derives from. All these people are employees of the Pope. That's why he issued that civil order in 2014, telling them basically it's time to pack it up because you have enslaved and abused the indigenous people of this land for long enough. Just like he's the one who sent all these people over here, now he's giving them orders to pack your shit and hit the road. I hope y'all can see this. I know this brother said a whole awful lot. He said a whole awful lot. But to anybody out there who likes the truth, it's easy to see once you stop running. It's easy to see what's going on here. Psalms 83, white ones and black ones. The whole entire world is against the children of Israel. And everybody that's here on this American land, it's a shame what these people have done to God's people here in America, y'all. Go back and watch this video from the very beginning if you just came in sometime once it was already going. You're going to see a lot of valuable information. The United States of America is a business, it's a company, and the Pope is the CEO. He's the one who started this shit, all these religions, all the US government, and now he's told everybody with that civil order in 2014, time to pack your shit. And that's why right now, believe it or not, you see mass deportation. This is only the beginning. Believe it or not, it's only a matter of time. A lot of your favorite government officials, actually the whole damn government gonna have to get deported or sent to prison. Anybody who's been on here watching this whole live stream, you already know what the deal is. A lot of these government people, CIA, police officers, U.S. Army, they're going to be in prison or they're going to get deported to Puerto Rico, Guam, or any other place that will receive these animals, white ones and black ones.
Who is the God's?
Also, we've been on here for 2 hours and 45 minutes. This video still has another hour to go, but we probably not going to watch all of that. I've already posted the link to this video, but I'm getting ready to drop the link again to this whole video just in case you want to go over to this brother's channel and check it out. Shout out to Kevin, brother Kevin.
Cairo University.
And anybody who's been edified by this, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We deal with the hard to process topics over here. We deal with the stuff that don't nobody else want to deal with. And the fact that America belongs to me and my brothers and sisters, and we have been invaded by black Gentiles, white heathens, black heathens. All of the world is heathens. If you ain't an Israelite, you're a heathen, period. And all nations have conspired against us and come to steal our homeland, which they did, to set up all these other races and tribes, which are not our brothers and sisters, which they did. You see this so-called Indian with feathers right here. Why does he have a swastika around his neck? Do you see that? I know you see it. You might want to run from it. A lot of these so-called black people on our land, they are not Israelites. They are the other nations. A lot of these black people are Edomites. And if they're not Edomites, then they somebody else. I don't care who they are. They ain't like us and they don't belong here. A lot of these people are Nazis. This brother just told y'all there's a such thing as black Aryans. How many of our people know that? Just like many of our people don't even know that there's black Edomites out there, calling themselves black American, black Mexican, black Jamaican, all kind of stuff. These people are liars and they stole our land and they will do anything to get us to vacate our own land. The world is upside down, but it's going to go right side up soon and you're looking at the early stages of it. Or everybody who does not belong in our land, you're gonna get your ass up out of here. Black, white, whatever. Because you all took the bag from your daddy, the Pope. America is a business and the CEO is the Pope. He just gave all of y'all Gentiles your walking papers with that 2014 civil order. Pack your shit and hit the road. That goes for the Joe Blow immigrants. That also goes for the police, the FBI, the CIA. All those entities are illegal entities. Not according to me, according to their own daddy, the Pope. And I know this video is way too long. Most of y'all not even gonna be able to sit here and watch this whole video because many people just can't sit through something this long. So you're the one that's gonna miss out on this information, which is, it is what it is. The people who need to understand, they're gonna sit still and they're gonna take it all in. But of course, if you are a Gentile, a black Gentile, a white Gentile, an invader, an illegal immigrant, you ain't gonna like this video. And that's cool, because it ain't for you. But maybe you can help shed a little light on who you are. Because most of you immigrants don't even know who you are, let alone who me and my brothers and sisters are. You don't even know your own history. But it's all coming out now. And maybe once you get deported off of my land, you'll have a chance to reflect on your own history and what a devil you are. And go ask your daddy, the Pope, for answers. Because he the one who sent y'all asses over here to my country. And now he's telling you to pack your shit and get the hell out. That goes for Joe Blow immigrant, and that also goes for the niggas that work in the government, the police, the U.S. Army, the Navy, all of y'all. Everybody who ain't supposed to be here, you are gonna leave my country, like it or not. And once again, I already posted the link to this full video in the chat, but I'm gonna post it again just in case anybody want to go over to this brother's channel and watch the last hour of this. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more and then we're gonna wrap it up. Hit that like button if you have not already, and subscribe to the channel if you can handle the truth.
What's your name and where you calling from? Yeah, this B calling in from Texas, sir. What up, B? Yeah, oh man. You've been telling us about all these different false gods and these people and their practices, and I saw you put up a blog. Yes. Which is the Canaanite god, like the Canaanite god of the North Africans, the Syrians, told you, the Egyptians. First of all, a Canaanite operates out of what law? Out of Canaan law. Okay, then. Yes, sir. Out of Canaan law. Yes, sir. And then, like, when you look them up, they say the Phoenicians, which is seafarers. So it goes back to the same thing. And then it's not just, like you just told us, it's not just about being black, because you got the, what's the name? You got the Sicilian, Sicily, there you go. The Phoenicians. There you go. That's the Roman Catholic Church, Sicily and Italy. Yes. Yes, them again. And Sicily, and they're identifying what it is in the name. Go ahead. Yes, sir. You got the North Africans that go back, that's the Egyptians, and all those. You got Iberia. Morocco. Morocco. Yes. They all under the same thing. In the language family, it goes, they got it listed, okay? Phoenician, Canaanite, Northwest Semitic, Central West Semitic, then it goes to Afro-Asiatic. So they are all Canaanites, which all worship Baal. Yeah, well, the bull symbolized the worship of Baal is an old Phoenician deity. So, like, it's all, the bull represents the power of the Pope, because they're bulls of the popes. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Go ahead. When he put in the Canaan law, yes, sir. So the bull sits there. There it is. So they, when they going into Canaan law and Moses seen them, they was going back into Canaan law. Canaan wanting mammonism and what comes from freedom and do without will and all that. Go ahead. Yeah. Another thing I noticed about that stone with or that picture with Canaan on it, with Baal on it, he got the same hats they got, of course, with the hooky spikes in the front. But then what else he holding? He holding a thunderbolt. So that tie him to the Germans with their incense. Got you. The double thunderbolt is, and it's all death. All death. All death. I'm like, man, this all right there. They represent, like, you know, we can't get caught up, like you said, in a evolution. You saw with the Indian guy right there, with the swastika.
Hey fam, anybody coming in here right now, hit that like button so that other people who want to know the truth can see this video. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already. For those of you who have just now stumbled in the last couple of minutes, please, if you want to know the truth, go back and watch this live stream all the way from the beginning. If you got to watch 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, I would advise you to do it if you want to know what you're up against. Now, if you know that this does not apply to you, then I guess you need not watch it. But to all of God's children who are indigenous to this land right here, North America, I highly advise you to watch this to help make sense of the foolishness and the madness that we got going on our country, and to realize why you are watching mass deportation right now. I don't care if you black, white, whatever. We talked about it yesterday. There are lots of so-called black immigrants who came to my country and they're still pouring in here. They ain't got nothing to do with me or my brothers and sisters. You are Egyptians, you are Hittites, you are Girgashites, you are Sabians, you are whatever you are. You ain't got nothing to do with us. Edomites. I don't care if you black, if you look like me, so what? The jig is up for all of that stuff. Our country has been overran by so-called black immigrants, and they are not Israelites. A lot of them are Edomites, all right? Or they're Sabians, or there's some other kind of Egyptian or Hamite. I don't care who they are. You ain't Israel, I don't care who you are. All I know is you're gonna leave my land, and your daddy told you so. If you ain't an Israelite and you came over here to this country, you came because your dad sent you, the Pope. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the beginning of this live stream. Everything that I'm saying to you was covered. They read the 2014 civil order issued by the boss of America, because the United States of America is a business corporation and it has a CEO, the Pope. He sent you over here and now he gave you your packing orders. He gave you a command, not a request. And you will be following that, like it or not. And maybe, just maybe, once you get deported out of my country, you'll know what I'm talking about. Because you shouldn't have never been here to begin with. Came here and set up all of your laws to enslave me and my brothers and sisters on my own land. And you did it through all your governments. We know who you are. The jig is up. Pack your shit, nigga. It's time to go back to wherever you come from. I don't care. It's just long as you leave my house. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already. We're going to give you a few more minutes. And then if you want to watch the last 45 minutes or so, I just dropped the link in the live chat. You can go over to this brother's channel. Shout out to this brother Kevin, y'all. He knows what he's talking about. And shout out to all of my FBA people right here in America. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Stand up. And we got Israelites from all of the tribes that's here in America, but primarily Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And we know we got Israelites that are scattered into every last one of these nations. In Italy, in Mexico, in France, in Europe. To all of my brothers that's out there, brothers and sisters, hold on. A change is coming. And to all of my brothers and sisters who got shipped out of here and got shipped into all those places, hold on, brothers and sisters. You will be coming back home. And we'll be right here waiting for you when you do. But to everybody else out there, the black ones included, you Gentiles, get the hell out of my damn land. You white Gentiles, get the hell out of my land. All you Catholics, Christian invaders, leave my land, just like your dad told you, the Pope.
Facts.
Same thing. Yes, sir. They right there. Ain't no difference. They playing the game with people who unaware.
No. They're not playing a game. They're not playing a game. But they've been communicating right in front of our eyes. They're not playing a game.
That's the better way to say it.
Yeah, well, that's the only way to say it. Yeah, that's the only way to say it. What they've done was all work in allegiance with one another subliminally by flagging, associated themselves in a hidden way, but very public, so that it's making kind of two statements at the same time. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're right. That's the better way to say it. I got an excerpt real quick if I can read it to you.
Yes, sir.
For all. Okay. It says the spelling, it's the etymology of it, since they like etymology, the spelling of the English term ball, B-A-A-L, derived from Greek B-A-A-L, ball, which appears in the New Testament and the Septuagint from the Latinized form of Baal, which appears in the Vulgate. These form in turn derived from the Baalish Northwest Semitic form B-L, Phoenician and Punic form, and they got that right.
B what? B-L?
B-L.
What is that?
B. That's how they write it in Semitic form.
So, the letter B?
The letter B is like a common L, capital on both of them. That's the Northwest Semitic.
Got you. B.
Okay.
L. So when people like Morris say L, are they leaving out the B?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is the woman or L is their God? Sin. Wait a minute. That makes perfect sense. Go ahead.
Well, L is what they call them. That's what the L they consider Lord.
Hold up. Oh my goodness, he gonna have to call back. Hold up, B. Hold up. That made perfect sense. Let me.
Okay, fam, I think y'all pretty much got the gist of it. Anybody who spent time with us on this live stream, I would like to thank you for being here, because you didn't have to be here. This video right here had a overwhelming amount of information in it. And of course, guess who's not gonna like this? Illegal immigrants. Guess who's not gonna like this? Black Gentiles, white Gentiles. People that don't belong in our lands, they're not gonna like this. Catholics, Christians, they're not gonna like this. Idolaters, people who worship Baal and drink blood and eat people's bodies, they're not gonna like this. They're not supposed to. It ain't for them. Our land has been overcrowded and overflooded with Gentiles storming in here, doing all they can day and night to destroy us, which they have. And now, the same person who sent all of you filthy, stinking Gentiles over here, which is the Pope, he gave you your marching papers. Time to pack your bags and go back to wherever you come from. That's Joe Blow immigrant. Also the higher ups in the government, CIA, U.S. Army, the Navy, FBI. They're all committing fraud and criminal acts by passing these laws that they're doing and being in your country. They don't have the authority that they're perpetrating. They had it for a season when their business was open, when the Pope sent them over here, okay? And now he's giving them orders to pack their bags and to break camp, Because these people, all nations had a time designated to chew you up and to spit you out. That time is gone. That's why their dad, the Pope, issued a 2014 civil order, not a request, a order, a command. That's why I said, anybody, if you don't know what I'm talking about right now, go back to the beginning of this live stream and watch the whole thing. And let me know in the comment section when you have that jaw-dropping realization that everything we've been taught is a lie. This is our land right here, and all kind of Gentiles, black ones, white ones, people that don't belong here, have fought all kind of wars, committed all kind of frauds on our land, and now the jig is up. If you watch this whole live stream, you know what I'm talking about. To everybody else who didn't see this whole live stream, I know it's kind of lengthy, but you owe it to yourself to go back and watch the beginning. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank y'all for being here, family. I'm out.